Oh shit. It's a good sound clip for the season.
I look at the computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what do you say fuck me for? Nelly.
Look at that kicker. That's a big, thick boy kicker. I think it's 61 yards. Let's see if you get it, boy. Yep, 61. Going for you. SEC. Let's go. Make it good. It's good. The kick is good. Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Oh, go wild in that place. Go wild. Oh my gosh. That is wow. Man, I like that thick boy kicker. I want him.
I know you saw that game earlier with the Cowboys, so I just wanted to stop by on my way home. Complete blowout. Yeah, you're in Cowboys Nation. I don't think you know where you're at. America's team, baby. You're in Cowboys country now. All right? I don't know where you came from. It's Cowboys country over here. So you saw that. You saw that today. Man, woo! What can I say? Hey, we did that in our home. It's our home game. Now we're in front of your home. Check this out. Yeah, go Cowboys, baby.
My little snow bunny be getting active too, man. So, you know what I mean? I know he be doing this thing. Oh, that's your nickname? That's your nickname? You don't call him C-Mac? Look at your face was like, what the?
Who's Snow Bunny?
You don't call him C-Mac? You call him
Nah,
the little snow bunny?
I call that's my little snow bunny cuz, man. He be doing this thing and
Okay.
What?
The Jets traded Sauce today.
To where? To where?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll get you a different one. He went to Indianapolis, and they also traded. They also traded Quinn Williams.
I thought he signed a deal.
He did, but so did Sauce.
No, I don't like the Jets. That did Quincy leave?
No, Quincy's still there.
All the Jets stuff now.
No, it's fine. Quinn Williams on the Cowboys. Sauce went to the Colts. It's okay.
I like the Colts now.
Guess what? We got.
Rob B. Yeah. Go ahead. Bro, y'all need help, bro. Who told y'all that? Who told y'all that? J-Mo, that's your fault.
Who is it? Daddy? That's Daddy?
It's goddamn bingo over there. Goddamn
You gonna make it sore with that gun. You gonna make it, yeah, because that's a bruise. It ain't just no soreness, it's a bruise. You gonna aggravate it with the gun. Yeah, just moving, just stretching it. I graduated exercise science. I'm gonna list something, damn it.
What keep you motivated though? Because like people like you don't ever get tired.
Tired of what? Winning?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
They don't give a piss about nothing but the time. Roll!
The MVP front runner. If anybody else got to say something different about that, then come see me. I'm right here in Beemore outside the bank. If you got an issue with that, come see me. I'm about that. Big trust. Woo woo. Lamar Jackson in the flesh.
All right. So why do you continually try to get me to say something that doesn't respect one of them? I'm not going to. So quit asking.
You all right? Why? Nick Saban retiring? Huh? Nick Saban retiring? What? It's all ESPN. Oh, no.
Hey Connor, Nate, it's Shane Wells with CNBC. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm going to talk about money because we are the business network and the business of the UFC and all that
I'll take
sort of
over
stuff.
from here, Nate. You can bounce. take a coffee break, Nate. And by coffee break, I mean bring me my coffee.
No. They want you to give us a quick count to 10, both of you gentlemen, if you don't mind, just if you wouldn't mind counting to 10.
Nate can only count to 5. 10. Count to 5, Nate, will you, if you can?
You can't.
You with that coffee.
Counting. How about
and hurry up with that coffee.
Intentional routing, offense number 7. 10-yard penalty. I'm talking to America here. 10-yard penalty and a loss of boundary. Second down. That is the best line I've ever heard out of official.
Go Bulldogs.
Yale Bulldogs.
Wow. Not so fast, midget. Not so fast.
Midget?
Yeah, little guy. Hey, not so fast. I go with Harvard. What's the matter?
What's the most fun thing you did this summer? Play Call of Duty.
Keep
keep your eye on Auburn's Haley Fagan in the handshake line. Puts her hand down while walking by the Florida coaches, and the head coach, Tim Walton, pushes Fagan in the shoulder right there, and she pushes back. Watch it again. Now you leave somebody hanging a little bit there. So that's not going to happen, and he misses and pushes on the shoulder, and she shoves right back. Player against the coach.
I don't know. I just throw the ball on the ground. Coach say, hit ball, see ball. I throw the ball on the ground. I get it up. And we win the game, baby. And we win the game. Thanks to the team, though. Thanks for the team. Thanks for the team. Remember that. Thanks for the team. It's not about me. It's about us. It's about us. It's about our family.
Are you allowed to date other members of the team, or do you have to wait till the season is over?
What? No, there's nobody on the team like that. No.
So you must realize that you have many fans out in Austria. They see you and they just would do anything to kind of spend a night with you. What do you say to those guys?
I'm not gay, so I'm not going to spend any night with any guy. So
do you have a message to Austria's gay community?
Yeah, I'm not gay, so don't come looking for me.
If you head to the Ravens YouTube channel, you can get a really good look at what that...
I'm fucking tired of this shit. I'm tired of this. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
Are you in this game? Let him handle it. Let him handle it, damn it. Let him handle it. Let him handle it. Oh, you shut the fuck up and let him handle it. Don't tell me nothing, man. You understand? Get shit off the fucking sideline. Pushing on my... You don't push on my damn...
Guys, and press it out. Reach the arms up. Puff your chest. Arch the upper back. Look back. Good. And bring it up. Oh. You guys.
Took a few more here for Lamar. Mike Jones? Lamar, there was that point in the season where you guys lost 3 straight, 4 or 5.
Mike Jones, that's it. Mike Jones, that's it right now. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's all right.
I don't even know what to do. Wrestling?
No.
How much was it?
I don't know. 721. That's strong. I know you did.
$721.
Just told us.
Oh my. Oh.
What the?
Are you a cat or a dog guy?
Neither.
Really? Do you have any pets?
I have a dog, but I don't.
But you're just not a cat.
It's technically not. It's not my dog, but it's my dog. Right?
Yeah. All right. So you're more of a dog guy than a cat guy.
No.
Are you just not a pet guy?
I don't like pets.
I'm with you. What the heck? He doesn't like pets either.
We're on the same page.
Why? Why don't you like pets?
They're a nuisance.
Yeah, I just don't. It's just sloppy.
They're sloppy. Yeah. Some dogs are sloppy. Some dogs don't slobber, and they're not sloppy at all.
No, all dogs are sloppy.
You just need to meet the right dog, Devontae.
Yep. Hey man, how's it going? Are you Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so someone called in reference to your Facebook post.
The Eagles lost, man.
I know. So
I'm fine. The Eagles lost and the dogs are barking.
I got you. You don't plan on hurting yourself?
No, the fucking Jalen Hurts threw 3 goddamn. Turned the ball over 6 times, man.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. I appreciate it. All right. Take it easy.
Are you going to school tomorrow?
I don't know.
Is he going to school tomorrow?
No, he ain't making it. What do you get out of competition with the defense?
Can I say something about your outfit, though? You got a lot of bananas on. I would not put on that many bananas on there. You must be a banana guy, I'm assuming, right?
Ask him where you buy from.
You really want to know?
Yeah. No, you didn't.
Did you know that people shot that?
Oh, didn't I? Hey, man, if you like it, I love it, brother.
I'm like, bro, Cowboys supposed to be playing tonight. What the fuck is going on? I got my hat on, I got my jersey on, I got my forces on, I got my swag on, I done prayed to my Jesus, everything.
Damn, I gotta go out here for hands. Now I gotta go out here for hands. Damn. Hey, good? All right, catch your breath, get that back out there now. Ain't nothing but little snot. Little snot coming up out of them. I need to put this on my head. I ain't trying to get sick now. Damn wind. Out the route. No. Damn, why my hands so loose? Oh, I'm cold as hell. My hands froze. Take my ass inside and hold it. Out you. That's a bruise. It ain't just no soreness, it's a bruise. We're gonna aggravate it with the gun. I'm gonna talk to that. I graduated exercise science. I'm gonna listen something. Damn. You getting your ass out here, you finna block. I ain't blocking. No, you getting your ass out here, we finna block. I ain't blocking. Blocking the date.
I'm not blocking. They're both seeing the same thing in the courtroom. What's these guys?
No, Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yeah. Look at Little Tim.
Just egging him on.
He's mocking his argument.
I've been to Charlotte twice. I've been to Raleigh. I've been to Raleigh.
You mean
twice. Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
That's how you say it? How you say it again? You for real? But it's spelled R-A-L-E-I-G-H.
Raleigh.
That's Raleigh.
Close enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she was nice too, huh?
He's just looking at the Kansas sideline. Right there. Now that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. Now the slant to Williams, and he spins his way into the end zone.
going to go to Cancun like everybody told me to do, and I'm going to enjoy myself because I don't have nothing else to do. So I'm taking myself there.
Hey, here we go. Wow, Daddy, what is hot? Hey, turbo, hey, can. Wow, Daddy, what is hot? I knew how important this was for our team. Our team chill. I knew how.
Run, man. Run the ball.
We won't let you get sacked no more. So sorry that we got you hurt.
Joe Burrow, Heisman Trophy winner. Does this look like a Heisman Trophy winner?
Right, it does. Show it to him.
Show everybody. What would you tell this kid right now?
Looks like a national champion.
Get. That's the dog mentality.
This is high rate fucking robbery. Man, I'm trying to get some of this gas back. Hey, you think if I go in there and tell them that I put the wrong gas in here, they give me a refund?
Where we at? Back at the crib, yeah.
I am from Florida, bro. I am not supposed to be in this right here. Man, the gas station trying to get gas. Well, where in the world? Take me back home, man. Detroit, I love y'all. I love playing for the Lions. But, bro, I need to go down.
You're late, baby, late. Put on the Alabama shirt. You just won the SEC championship.
You almost said. You know what you almost said.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever let that scarf sit down anywhere. You might not ever see it again. It won't even be a question about who took it. I'm gonna send you ransom photos with my face and with the scarf wrapped around my head like the Taliban. You're just ridiculous.
No, you are a spoiled brat. You're over here pouting.
You were just ridiculous.
You're pouting.
You know what the word ridiculous means?
Can you spell ridiculous?
Yes, K-A-Y-L-A.
Ridiculous spells Annette.
No. You acting this way this close to Christmas.
Oh no! Don't you turn into this grandma thing that you got going on over here.
If you had won, you just wouldn't.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Oh. Well, that was the Miller. Watch this, Jordan.
Just now.
Damn.
What the?
Duh, he bought that like.
I've never seen
quick.
Oh no!
Oh shit! I see Reggie Bush. And I had to go back and replay this because what the fuck is she crying for, boy? That bitch must have bet her soul on this game. Then watch this next white lady come up. Boy, she act like somebody killed a pet.
I mean, it's obvious. I mean, we're so far past that, to be honest with you, but that's obvious. I mean, you just want to piss me off going into this week.
And roll tide. Thank you. Roll tide. Roll tide. That's what. Roll tide. Roll tide.
Man, I hate Tennessee because first of all it's Tennessee, and I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches, and I hate Philip Farmer. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. Like, and I hate Neyland Stadium. It looks like a garbage truck worker convention, and I hate all their quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man.
Describe what you feel about their colors too.
It reminds me. It's not that orange that you can stand. See, I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they losers. They sore losers because they're not Alabama. And I hate Tennessee, man.
That was beautiful, man. Brought that every done all year. Thank you, man.
I can't stress that enough. I hate them.
I mean, his ability to just escape and make plays on the run, I mean, it's just outstanding what I've seen. And just the defensive side of it as well. They're definitely going to be a concern for me going forward if Alabama doesn't get their offensive line straightened out.
Chelsea, that's a great point, because if you look at Alabama's
60 seconds, right? I can't wait to get paid again. Oh, baby. You know what? I'm still happy. Oh, there it is, buddy! Woo!
What is up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Alright. This is the show play call for today. So, I'm going to open up with a motivational video, talk about Hubert Davis after that Carolina loss, and then we're going to get into all the squabbling videos, and then close with another motivational video. So, that's the agenda. That's the play call for today's show. So let's go ahead and get into it. Poohman put this in the Discord, and I thought this goes right into the motivational video that I have. So this says, life is too short to wake up with regrets, so love the people who treat you right. Forget about those who don't believe. Everything happens for a reason. If you get a chance, take it. If it changes your life, let it. Nobody said life would be easy. They just promised it would most likely be worth it. So I thought that was great because it goes into this motivational video, like I said, that I'm going to show y'all. And again, Poohman put that in the Discord. If y'all are not in the Discord, make sure you join that. And I have the link pinned. But here is the motivational video. And it's from Conor McGregor. The theme, since we're talking about squabbling, I thought, why not do some of my favorite UFC fighters and their motivational quotes? So here that is.
I mean, it's not that I don't like people, it's just that to get to the pinnacle, it needs to be like that. It needs to be no outsiders. It needs to be, you need to have your team and your focus, and that's it. I don't need friends that aren't involved in this game, or that aren't on the same path, you know what I mean? Because it's just not, it doesn't make sense.
So it's like what that quote said that Poohman said, you know, life's too short to be around people that don't treat you right. And I wrote down some thoughts with what Conor McGregor said, and then also with what Poohman had posted in my Discord. And I wrote it down because I did not want to forget this thought. But we all have people in our lives, if that be on social media or in our personal lives, that watch what we do, but they don't want to see us win. Time is valuable. It speaks more to someone else's character if they are willing to spend their time keeping up with someone they don't really like, whether that be on social media or in their personal life. It just speaks more to their character if they don't like you but are willing to take the time to still watch what you do. I'm sure I have people on here who secretly watch what I do, but they don't want to see me win. I don't need that in my life. And they shouldn't want that for themselves either. Because time, like I said, is valuable. It's too short to be spending time with someone you don't like. I don't need fakes who aren't involved in this game right here on this live. I don't need the fake people here. And they shouldn't want to be here either. If they don't really like me, they shouldn't want to spend their time being somewhere where they don't like it. Because like I said, time is valuable. And if they're not on the same path, it doesn't make sense. Like, you know, Conor McGregor said, and then like this quote talks about. So those were just my thoughts for that. And that's the motivational video that we're opening up with. I'll play it again.
I mean, it's not that I don't like people, it's just that to get to the pinnacle, it needs to be like that. It needs to be no outsiders. It needs to be, you need to have your team and your focus, and that's it. I don't need friends that aren't involved in this game, or that aren't on the same path, you know what I mean? Because it's just not, it doesn't make sense.
Alright, there we go. Now let's get into Hubert Davis, because like I said, part of the show topic is going to be discussing Hubert Davis after Carolina's loss. So let me play some of those videos.
VCU, like, awesome comeback that they didn't die, but the story is North Carolina. The story is Hubert Davis. The story is, does North Carolina fire Hubert Davis? Would that be an overreaction based on this one game? I don't think it would be just this one game. I think it would be the totality of his career. This is the second time this has happened in the NCAA tournament, the other being the national championship in 2022, when it felt like, you know, like Carolina fans weren't even really that upset about the context of that because they had just ended Coach K's career. They were an 8 seed. The fact that they were there in the first place.
It's not even about, I don't know why they brought up Coach K in this, but it's not even about Coach K. Like, you know, we had just also had Roy Williams retire, and I don't know if he meant Roy Williams. I'm not sure. But Roy Williams retired not long after Coach K retires, so I'm not sure if that's what he was referring to, but it's not even about that. It's just about he did have success in a short period of time. He was only the head coach for like a year before he took them to a national championship. And I mean, granted, they lost, so it's amazing.
Was kind of wild, but then you're up like 16, I think it was, at halftime on Kansas.
15,
15, whatever. And they choked that away.
Is it Hubert Davis or is it the players? We're gonna get into that. Is it Hubert Davis or is it the players? Because there was moments in that against Kansas City in that national championship where the players kind of fell back. And I think that was like in 2022. So was it Hubert Davis or was it the players?
And at the time, you're just kind of like, man, our boys ran out of gas, hell of a run. But then it happens again tonight, and you're like, there's kind of a common denominator here, and it's Hubert Davis. I saw, was it Brian Ives? It probably was. He's the North Carolina guy that always tweets all the North Carolina stats. Only twice in the history of North Carolina's program have they choked away 10-plus point halftime leads in the NCAA tournament. And it was 2022 against Kansas and tonight. And Hubert Davis was on the bench for both of them. And he's
all right, now we're going to get into what Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho had to say about Hubert Davis. And I like this one. I like this one better because Ocho brings up some good points in this.
11th seed, the VC. Man, erased a 19-point deficit to stun the 6th seed North Carolina Tar Heels by the score of 82-78 in overtime. The Rams pulled off the 6th biggest comeback in tournament history, the second largest second-half comeback behind Nevada 22-point rally against Cincinnati in 2018. For the third time in the last 4 seasons, the Tar Heels have failed to reach the round of 32 under Hubert Davis. Hubert Davis' biggest blown lead. He had a 15-point lead his first year at Carolina, Joe and Ocho, in the national championship game. He coughed that up. In 2023, he missed it. In 2024, number 1 seed, he lost in the Sweet 16. 2025, first round loss. 2026, first round loss. And the first round loss this year after having a 19-point lead. I hate saying this, Joe. I really do.
What's that?
But after watching what Hubert Davis, I mean, they went out early in the ACC tournament, lost to Clemson. They lose in the first round of after having a 19-point lead, and it's a continuation. And watch him sit on the sideline and make no adjustment. Yeah. Because if you watch him,
this is what I said too, Derek. I said, if you remember, because Mailbox Sports has said, "Oh, we're good, because we were up," and I said, "Don't say that." I said, "Don't say that because you don't know what's going to happen until that clock time expires. Don't assume someone's going to win." Sure enough, what happened? And this is why I said what I said. Don't say nothing until that clock time expires because there's no guarantee with wins. But yeah, Derek, I was trying to be hopeful. I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to be hopeful. But whenever I seen them falling back again, I was like, this ain't looking too good. But we're going to get into that.
Georgia, he gets it going. Ooh. They don't trap him. They don't blitz him. They don't do anything to get the ball out of his hand, and they let him continuously play one-on-one. That's on the coach. How did VCU get back into this game and ultimately win this game in overtime, ISO?
I think, when they got down, I mean, you can look at it like the last game. You want to scratch and claw just to stay in the game or get back in the game. Okay, Ocho. Hill Jr. got it going. And honestly, this really don't surprise me, Uncle Ocho, because North Carolina's best player, Caleb Wilson, he's done for the season.
See, you know what, G Honda, I was glad you brought up Caleb Wilson, because that did have an impact on Carolina, I think, to some degree. Now, you don't want that to be the main excuse, because you have to have that next man up mentality like Nick Saban used to preach at Bama. It's the next man up mentality. But I don't know if they have that at Carolina.
Be a top 5 pick in this
I don't know why it started doing that.
NBA draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would give you that. I would give you that,
kid
Joe.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
Which one?
Caleb Wilson. He didn't play.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
I thought it was my audio. I was like, what's going on? But no, it was Joe's audio. Joe's audio was out. So it's just the video, you guys. It was because Joe's audio was going out.
So he broke his.
He had a hand injury. Then he ended up tearing a thumb ligament, right?
Yeah.
For the. So that's why I'm saying that's 20 and 10. You can't make that up.
Yeah.
Joe, I would concede that to you. But what? Guess what? They had a 19-point lead.
This is a great counter argument that Shannon Sharp has. They had the lead. Despite Caleb Wilson being out, they had a lead, and they blew it.
A 6'11" great player that's going to be a lottery pick. So they built a lead without him. You can't say, well, if they'd have had him, because they had a 19-point lead in the second half without him. Go ahead.
They clearly couldn't sustain it. They clearly couldn't sustain it. I'm telling you, like VCU, they crawled back in their game, bro. It was impressive to watch. But yeah, I mean, North Carolina got great contribution from guys to win the game. Obviously, they love the team, but without Caleb, man, I ain't even lie to you, Unc. I ain't really been paying attention to the Char Hills because I know they ain't gonna go far.
Yeah,
no, that was I think that was a little harsh what he said there.
For me, Joe, is that you see a guy heating up. That's rule number one. Get the ball out of his hands. Why would you continuously let him play one-on-one when he's beating you? He's beating you off the dribble. He's getting to his spots. He's hitting the threes. And you still do absolutely nothing to get the ball out of his hands.
I agree with Shannon Sharp on this. There needed to be a change, because instead of playing one-on-one, they needed to double-team him. Because it was just that one player just taking shots. And yeah, I agree with Shannon Sharp on this.
I can see if we trap him, Joe and Ocho, and other guys start to heat up, then we're going to have to make adjustments accordingly. And maybe we're going to have to play this thing straight up. But to make no adjustment, Hubert Davis made no adjustment. He continues to let Hill Jr. play one-on-one, and it got him beat. He had 11 in the first half. So you're like, damn, because he kept him in the first half. And then when they got down, he got 16. Now he got big. I'm like, bro. And when he got one-on-one with that big and hit that step back, I said, that's good. I said, it's over.
Hey, once you give a team confidence, give them some life, okay, Ocho. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's hard to turn.
If you give a team life, that's a wrap.
It's hard to turn a team down once they get rolling. Once they get steam rolling, that's what happened with VCU. Their confidence was through the roof.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Now, I was going to say the Tar Heel game, I couldn't get it out here where I was in New York. BYU, Texas, Kennesaw State, and Gonzaga were the two games I was able to watch.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to see that one based on where I was, based on my location out here.
But if you look, I mean, A 19-point lead.
Yeah.
Joe, Ocho as a 6th seed.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't advocate, but I just think there's no question in my mind they can get somebody better than Hubert Davis at UNC. That's still a premium program.
I hate hearing that because Hubert Davis, he played for Carolina. He was under Roy Williams. So I hate hearing that for Hubert Davis. But, you know, this is just part of it. There's no patience for coaches nowadays.
Blue blood.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like somebody going to Oklahoma. That's like somebody going to Ohio State. That's like Alabama. That's Michigan. That's USC. That is a premium program.
Yeah.
And for them to be floundering around and losing in the Sweet 16, not even getting to the Sweet 16, not even making out of the round of 32. That's unacceptable for that. For that program, for that institution, that is unacceptable.
Oh yeah, because they too prestige. They not gonna let that continue to go on.
Hey, Joe and Unc, listen.
Hubert Davis is on the hot seat. He's going to be on the hot seat after what happened.
As prestigious as they are, the history that North Carolina has, and you saying him not making adjustments necessary in game, what if he doesn't have the players to make those adjustments? Even though
Ocho's saying here, like, what if he doesn't have the players to make those adjustments? What if the game plan that he has and that he had been using was what was going to work best for the team? So I get what Ocho's saying here too.
you up 19?
What's up, DH? Y'all go subscribe to his channel. He has his own channel. Let me see if I can't make you a mod real quick, and you can share out your links. Give me 1 second. There we go. You should be a mod now, so you can share out your links.
What if he understands that if I make adjustments, it's gonna put my players in certain spots with them being exposed based on who we're playing?
You got up 19.
Yeah.
You got up 19.
Hold on. Hey,
so how did you do that?
Hold on. Stay with me real quick, Unc.
Yes, I'm here.
Hold on. You got up 19 early in the game, right, Joe?
No, it was in the second half.
Okay, in the second half. So when the opposing team makes certain adjustments that you need to based on what you're doing, so you can go up 19 and they find a way to call their way back into the game.
Yes.
Then what do you do?
You get the ball out of the hot guy's hand. It's just like
to make the adjustments because they were already about to lose the game, so they needed to do something. Whether the game plan that he had that was working or not, there just needed to be adjustments because the game was getting too close. Desperate times call for desperate measures, as they say. And that was a desperate moment where adjustments needed to be made. And you just had to hope that your guys were going to be able to step up to it.
If you going off, what did they do? They double you. They're gonna we're gonna make you throw the ball to Chris Henry, rest his soul. We're gonna make you throw the ball to TJ Houshmandzadeh. We're gonna make you check it down. But I'll be damned if we're gonna let Ocho play 1-on-1 out here. He's already got $150, and we're not trying to let him get 250. Right. That's what you do. It's simple.
Right.
The hot man basketball, Joe, you see this all. Joe, you know this better than anybody because you played the game at an elite level. A hot guy, they coming with the trap.
Yeah.
They coming. They got to get the ball out of your hands.
Yeah. I agree with you. When you get a guy who get it going like that, you got to try to turn his water off. You got to send two, throw him off rhythm. You know, make him give it up a few possessions, then let him get it. But yeah, I agree with you, Unc. They didn't make no adjustments, and this is what you get. You know, when we out there competing, bro, it's hard for cats to really be like, hey, man, come on, switch. Let me get him for a minute. You know what I mean? He tearing you up.
Hell no, I don't want that headache.
Hey, that pride kick in. He just scolded a few. He like, damn, then I got him. Yeah. But
we saw this tonight with Luka. They let Luka play 1-on-1. I don't know what Spo was thinking. You just saw your guy score 83 less than a week ago.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you're going to let Luka play 1-on-1? All he was doing is calling for the high pick.
Game where Lakers won by 1 point. I watched the game against Houston whenever they won, but I did not see the most recent game where they won by 1 point. I didn't see that one.
Okay. He get a what's the one they just got from the Clippers? They traded from the Clippers. I forget it. Norman Powell.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. I mean, step back after step back after step back.
Joe. When he go to making that, when he making that, bro, I'm talking about at as deep as he shoot, he can shoot it with a hand in his face. Man, 60 points, bro.
It's over.
60.
Huh?
Look what a game at, fellas. Look at the scoring. That's why, this what people want to see. They want to see these dudes put up these type numbers, man. 60.
Especially in basketball. I'm not going to say we're going to want to see points go up like football. For me, I don't like that. I like a low-scoring defensive game when it comes to football. But in basketball, yeah, I want to see them points put up. Couch, what's up, Couch? I have a new drop for you. Let me play it. Let's see. Where's my drops at? Here we go. I have a new drop for you, and I cannot wait to show you this. It's for Couch 2.0. So that's my other drop for you now, Couch. Y'all, we're Patriots over here. I forgot to play. Y'all, I have a new national anthem. So y'all know Coop has a national anthem. Cree has a national anthem. All rise for the Touchdown Tribe's national anthem.
On the Star-Spangled Banner, Fergie.
That our flag was still there.
11 seed, the VC.
That is our new national anthem. Okay, you liked your drop? I thought you would. I thought that was fitting for you. Give me 1 second. I gotta go back to the timestamp here on this video. There we go.
Look at the scoring. That's why, this what people want to see. They want to see these dudes put up these type numbers, man. 60.
But it's going to be considering Ocho and Joe.
Yeah.
Considering who North Carolina is, it's going to be hard for Hubert Davis to go in there and to convince the alumni, the boosters, and the president that he should remain in this role. Given, bro, look at these. Come on, man. That's Carolina.
Yeah, they're not going to be patient with Hubert Davis, knowing that Carolina is known for their basketball program. They're not going to be patient.
That's Carolina. That's Coach Smith. That's Roy.
Best play out, best play.
You had a 19-point Ocho. That's like you play with Carson's not there. You got a 24-point lead, and then how do you go to the media and say, well, we couldn't, we was missing Carson. Well, you didn't have Carson when you built the 24-point lead. Yeah. So what'd you do? So what happened?
Yeah.
I don't know who Carson is. I don't know who Caleb Wilson is. He said Carson.
If you lose this game, if it's nip and tuck, I can give you that. If you get blown out, I can give you we don't have our best player. But you didn't have your best player and you built a 19-point lead.
For it. If you have a lead, despite having one of your best players out, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
So now you can't use we didn't have our best player argument the reason why you lost the game. You lost the game because when one team made the adjustments to cool you off, you didn't make the adjustments to cool their best player off.
Yeah.
There has to be a chess. When you play in chess, you got moves. But you got, if you see where he's going, you got the counter moves. Yeah. You got the counter. You just can't.
I'm assuming Pooh Man. That's who Shannon Sharp's talking about, maybe.
Keep going the same course of action. And that's what Hubert Davis did. He didn't make any adjustments. He rarely make any adjustments.
Yeah. I wonder what his recruiting class looks like.
He did recruit one of the analysts on ESPN for the NBA who played for Carolina. His son is committed to Carolina now. So I don't know how good his son's going to be. We'll see. Excuses. Yeah, but I hate it though because, you know, like I said, people, it's not a forgiving coaching league anymore. Like, they're not forgiving, they're not patient. You have a short amount of time to make it. And I think what helped him the most was getting Carolina to a national championship within his first year. I think that's what helped him the most and why they were willing to be so patient. But now after this, they're not. They're not going to be patient. They're not going to be forgiving. And again, I hate it because Hubert Davis played for Carolina. He was under Roy Williams. So he has great ties to Carolina. And I hate that, you know, we're not going to be patient with him and let him, you know, learn and adjust. But he definitely, there's no excuse for the coaching. He needed to do something different. And he has to be willing to correct himself to be an even better coach. So there's my thoughts on Hubert Davis after what happened. Now let's get into some of the squabbles, y'all. So let me go back here to the show topics. Thank you for agreeing with me. So the show topics is, we already covered the motivational video, the Hubert Davis, and now we're getting into all the squabbling. We're going to start off with NASCAR, then women's basketball, MLB, men's college basketball, NBA, college football, NFL, and then closing with a motivational video. Let's see what you said, Pooh Man. Carolina is always going to get big-time recruits because it's where Jordan played. Exactly. And they have legacy of winning. Exactly. I mean, that's what Carolina is known for, is the basketball program. And having Jordan play there, big-time names, they're definitely going to have no problem getting recruits. And Michael Jordan still has an impact on the Carolina program. He still shows up for him. So, did I hear Michael Jordan? Yeah, we were talking about Carolina with Hubert Davis, and obviously Michael Jordan played for Carolina. So, that's what brought Michael Jordan up. What's up, Shayla? Y'all go subscribe to Shayla. She has her own channel, Moonlight, and then she has the Rican Princess. So y'all go subscribe to her, but make sure you subscribe to the Moonlight one, because that's the one she's building up right now. So make sure you all subscribe to her. All right, now to the squabbling.
11 seed, the VC.
And there's a fight between Kelly Yarborough and Donnie Allison.
Now this fight is the most famous in NASCAR history, y'all. The fight between Kelly Yarborough.
Overflowing. They're angry. They know they have lost. And what a bitter defeat.
The drag race is on, and Nemechek puts Cole Custer into the wall. They both stay on the throttle.
Cole Custer did not like the way that race ended.
Got taken out. He hit me going into the second to last corner, and he hit me again.
That was just
I don't know.
Tackle. It didn't really look that vicious.
What else to do? That's how it is, I guess.
And it's hard to try to straighten his car up and just.
That's a good one. I need to do the hockey ones. That's another thing I was gonna say. I will definitely be doing more of these squabble videos for us to react to. So hockey, that's one that I should have thought of, because hockey has the best. Hockey is brutal, y'all. What is up, Reaper? Good to see you. Reaper, I have your new drop as well. Let's see.
I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you wanted me so bad. You say you love me, no one above me. was all you had.
Y'all, I found out that Reaper, even though he's living in Texas, that he's actually from Atlanta. And then we got into a discussion about 21 Savage. And so I was like, you know what? I gotta make it a 21 Savage drop. So, Reaper, I hope you like your drop. Fast forward.
Allison, the tempers overflowing. They're angry. They know they have lost. And what a bitter defeat.
The drag race is on, and Nemechek puts Cole Custer into the wall. They both stay on the throttle.
Cole Custer did not like the way that race ended.
Got taken out. He hit me going into the second to last corner, and he hit me again. So I don't know what else to do. That's how it is, I guess.
And as Harvick tried to straighten his car up, it just turned right and shot into the wall and wrecked hard. But you have seen how fenders and tempers can fly here at Bristol.
You know, I always said Greg Biffle was a good guy, but he's about the most impatient thing. I'll be waiting when he comes in here.
And this is Kevin Harvick going after Greg Biffle.
And it's just Bristol, that's just racing, you know. I know there'll be some fans mad at me for doing it, but I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. That's just racing at Bristol, hard short track racing.
We came off turn 4, and it's really hard to see off turn 4, and he drove underneath me. And when he drove underneath me, I should have let him go, and I didn't. The caution came out, and he pulled up next to me to tell me that he was upset at me. Then I went to pull up next to him to acknowledge him, to say he was right. I turned left, and he was turning left, and we just hung up. And when we hung up, off we went. It was I honestly don't know what happened. It was my fault. 100% it was my fault. But I wrecked him under caution. And he meant to tell me he was upset.
The squabbling, this is a better one, y'all. Hold on, I got my squabbling meme.
Yeah! They squabbling out here now! Yeah!
That it does that. There we go.
Upset, and that was okay. I don't have a bit of problem with what he did. He was mad. He should have been. It is what it is.
Joey Block cut him off right there, and quite honestly, it's a restart for heaven's sake. And, nobody did anything wrong.
I mean, I had to throw to Block there. That was a race for the lead, so I was just trying to protect the spot I had.
What the hell do you think I was mad about? Dumb little runs us clear down to the infield. He wants to about everybody else, and he's the one that drives like a little. I'm gonna bust his ass. Thanks, Tony.
No, that was
Thank
Tony
you.
Stewart's most famous interview.
This is going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly down here, boys.
And Busch is around. Kyle Busch slides down the pit road. And there's trouble on.
Mission trying to hunt him down.
He tried to pin me down into the corner. I was going to spin out, so I'm trying to chase it up, and obviously nothing intentional, but obviously he thinks that. So I got dumped. Flat out, just drove straight in the corner and wrecked me. That's how Joey races, so he's going to get it.
He's got blood on his face.
I showed him his displeasure on the cool-down lap, and I brake checked him down the back stretch to give everyone the whole story. He was just out of control.
And then for some reason after the race, the 11 stopped in front of me and tried to pick a fight, and I don't know what that was all about. And he swung and hit at my car, so I figured
I'm gonna make you a drop too. I gotta get you a Baltimore Ravens drop. Most likely it'll be a Lamar Jackson one because I love Lamar Jackson.
we're going to play Car Wars and are yelling after the race. I'll join too. So
race is over. We're trying to come back to pit road. If you want to come and talk about it like a man, go do that. But if you try to wreck somebody on the racetrack and then come down pit road with other cars and people standing around with my seatbelts off and driving aside of me is just unexcusable. There's no excuse for that either.
Those guys can dish it out, but they can't take it. And I gave it back to them, and now they want to fight. So I don't know what's up with that.
And out of nowhere, I just got slammed with the tube, and it cut my left rear tire. And he's just a dipshit, I mean, The way he races, I don't know how he's ever won a championship, and I'm just sick and tired. I mean, that's why everybody's fighting him and running him down, and the kid is just doing stuff way over his head. I'm proud of Jimmy Johnson for winning that race, not letting that, you know what, win that race. There wasn't any conversation. You can't have a conversation with him. I mean, he beats his own drum, gets himself
Gordon was really trying to get his hands on Keselowski.
in this position himself, and he's got to pay the consequences. And, you know, I'm going to race him the same way he races me, but
Throwing hands at whoever.
that kind of stuff's just uncalled for, and I'm not going to stand for it.
Oh, Michael Waldrop is a little upset here at late speed.
Michael Waldrop went over and had words and maybe more with car number 9 at the finish of that one.
Just lack of respect. I thought he was gonna get out of the way in that second corner, and he didn't. And I almost wrecked him, and then he was disappointed because I was trying to wreck him afterwards. That's how racing.
Just unfortunate, you know. He was upset that I held him up on his good lap, and then he tried to crash us, and I just didn't appreciate it.
This is on the cool down lap after the checkered flag.
Well, 14 shot me on the front straightaway earlier in the race. I just about turned him around. If I went into brakes, I would have turned him around. And then after the race, I just went up and tapped him in the back, let him know I didn't appreciate the way he raced me, and then he body slammed me. Then I hit him back a little bit.
Punches inside the car. The man ain't even outside the car yet, and you're already throwing punches. I'm not. That's a little bit of a cheap shot to me.
On the back straightaway, and then he just cut across my nose in turn 3. So doesn't take much of a man to try to fight somebody with a helmet on. I think he should be embarrassed of himself.
I don't know what the hell his beef was. I pull up next to him and he dumps me in the Ford. Where I come from, you get poked in the nose for that. That's what he got.
As they touch, Waldrop spins it backwards across the grass as they come to the white flag.
You know, it happened this way in 87. And I don't
Safe, okay? Drive safe. I ain't trying to be the reason nobody gets in an accident. So, thank you for listening.
think those guys were doing that on purpose either. And I didn't have nothing to do with doing it on purpose. It was
uncalled for. I could never race. I could never walk.
All right, there is the NASCAR squabbles. Now let's get into women's basketball.
Nice. And Katie Powell, we got a scrum going on. Katie Powell and Robinson. Punches are being thrown. Benches are clear. We've got ourselves a brouhaha on the left side of the corner by the fans. Katie Powell and Robinson.
Wait, I gotta go back. He said we gotta. Hold on, I just gotta go back.
Got a scrum going on. Katie Powell and Robinson. Punches are being thrown. Benches are clear. We've got ourselves a brouhaha on the left.
We got ourselves a brouhaha. I need to clip that sound. We got ourselves a brouhaha. That sounded like something. It reminded me of like something off of Finding Nemo. Shark bait, hoo-ha-ha. That's what that reminded me of. He said we got ourselves a brouhaha. Okay, sorry. I just thought that was hilarious.
Left side of the corner by the fans. Katie Powell and Robinson swung at each other. They are most likely going to be ejected, but now
free passes.
We've got some swinging down in the paint now, and tempers have flared between Houston and Cordesia Harris.
Man.
They're having to separate the players and bring them back to the bench, and now that will probably end up being technical fouls and problems. We see an official.
I think he said benches. You know, Reaper, there's another one, and you're going to see, I think, it's another announcer who is kind of questionable with what he was saying. But we'll get into that later on. Oh, what's up, Eric Jordan? Good to see you. Is it me or is Chelsea's volume low compared to the video? Yeah, I have the video playing loud. The video's playing loud for y'all. So, but just if you can't hear me, just turn your volume up. But yeah, the volume on the video is going to be louder than me. I mean, I could adjust it if you guys want me to. I just want the video to be loud for y'all.
down on
That last one, a ref got hit in the mix of that last one.
Had it knocked away. Good hands by Allen. And Sheldon comes up with the steal. Sheldon going coast to coast.
Clark was at Indiana, but it was one of her teammates that got into a squabble on this one. If y'all looked, she really wrapped her hand around that other player. Like, basically like a choke.
And here's we got another breakers here as J.C. Sheldon goes right after Sophie Cunningham. It was a hard foul, no question.
I'm blaming this all on the officials tonight. It is totally their responsibility.
For Wiley, and that could be an intentional foul.
Angel Reese was at LSU, but she's not the one in this squabble, y'all. Again, it's another one where it's her teammates.
Oh, we don't want this.
And quickly things escalate. Camila Cardoso. Flau'jae Johnson holds on to Malaysia for Wiley. And then Flau'jae pushes Watkins. That's when Cardoso comes up and pushes Flau'jae down. Somebody jumped over the scorer's table from the stands.
Can't control the ball. It'll be a jump ball as Lauren Hansen gets into a little bit of a tussle. I believe it was her and Sellers.
Let me find out where I'm at on here. Okay, 219. Hold on.
Yeah! They squabbling out there now! Yeah!
Nice.
And Lauren Hansen gets into a little bit of a tussle. I believe it was her and Sellers.
McDaniel in there as well. We don't see that a lot.
Yeah. My dad taught me how to fight. Well, it's not how. Let me be clear. It's not how to fight, but how to defend myself. I ain't trying to go get into a fight with nobody now, but I know a few moves to defend myself.
Sellers, McDaniel primarily. My apologies.
And McDaniel might be done. Unsure. The refs escorted her to the sideline. Not sure if that's just for a timeout or if she's. But she might be out for this one.
Out. She's out.
Into it. This is no civil discourse. This is quickly escalating.
And the step right there actually got her on the head.
She stomped on her head. Y'all, did you see that? She stomped on her head.
And that's what started, Williams came over. This is going to be a better look at it. They're right there. And Simmons throwing a hand in the face and just a mad melee.
And then now we got punches thrown. Oh my goodness. That is not a pretty sight. And then.
Oh man, did you see that? Did you see that? She was swinging. She was swinging with that one. Fight. She came out swinging with that. There's some force behind that one now.
Both players throwing punches. I would be surprised if either one of them remain on the floor.
Ain't no way they're laying on the floor. Ain't no maybe to it.
Tom Davis. And a melee going on the bench over at Southern Miss.
This could get ugly. It has gotten ugly.
This could be really bad as Davis was tied up with Emma Imevbere. Imevbere shoved her and punches were thrown as well. Southern Miss assistant coach Jessica.
Man, we just seen another one from Southern Miss. This is just another, man, Southern Miss, they don't play. Eric Jordan, shout out to you. Y'all stop the show. Stop the show. We got a show sponsor. Hold on.
Nice. And
So
Katie
Eric
Powell.
Jordan, shout out to you. I'll add you to the banner. Let me see what it says here. Did you have a message with it? I might have to. I gotta re-download the app for Cash App to see if you said anything with that. But shout out to you. See if I can't get back to where we were. All right, there we go.
On the bench over at Southern Miss.
This could get ugly. It has gotten ugly.
This could be really bad as Davis was tied up with.
It's getting ugly. It already is ugly. Ain't no maybe.
Emma Imevbere shoved her and punches were thrown as well. Southern Miss assistant coach Jessica Barber involved in some action. She was on the court as well.
We saw Dominique Davis and Imevbere got tied up. Got tied up there initially, and then
tied up with
Eric Jordan in the Cash App. He said, "Try Jesus, not me, because I fight. We got action." That was good. Yeah, try Jesus, not me.
Imevbere, and you can see right there, Imevbere just throws Davis on the ground and starting to throw punches as once again Jessica Barber gets in underneath a big pile of Lady Eagles. There are ladies that had came out of the stands as well, and we believe they have been escorted out.
Okay, y'all, that was it for the college women's basketball. Now we got MLB fights.
That's an ugly scene. And the umpires, did what they could to try to prevent it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest baseball fights.
You can feel it brewing and brewing and brewing.
For this list, we'll be looking at the wildest brawls in MLB history. From clearing the benches to charging the mound, these fights stood out as the craziest of all time. Did we miss your favorite baseball fight? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Tyler Austin versus Joe Kelly. Like most baseball fights, this one started from one slight that festered into a huge blow-up. Making his way to second, Yankee Tyler Austin pulled off a controversial slide that put the Red Sox in a fighting mood.
And there's a little talk in there between Hope and Austin, and the bench.
Yo, I don't know if I saved this in the correct format because it's not playing right.
Off on the diamond, you should prepare to tussle. On his neck.
We'll skip to men's basketball and see if that one plays better. I'll resave the MLB one and just re-add it.
One of those was the coach, you start to stand up saying bad shot and then go good shot as it goes in.
And a whistle and things getting testy.
Fox out. Doc Sadler out. And what you need to do if you're UTEP is just back up.
There's Taylor again. Has it stripped. Taylor fighting for it at midcourt. Poked away. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, we had a lot of people leave the bench. This is going to be a bad situation.
This is going to take some time to clean this up.
Yeah, assistant coaches ran down there and didn't grab kids on the bench. And there are a lot of kids that ran down there that was not a good situation.
And Cooley's last game. They're pulling Jack Cooley out of the game in order for the fans. Now there's a fight. A fight in front of his Cameron Beachside, and I think it was Sir Dominic Pointer that was in there who already got a flagrant one technical, and they're right in front of us. And it is Pointer being pulled away by Jakar Sampson, and he's gonna sit for a while.
See if we've got that on tape.
Yeah. Chris Obekpa and Mike Graves making sure he's okay. And for Dominic Pointer, who had a good first half but frustrating second half, he's got to get out of here.
64-63 as Carolina got one or two. It'll be Hamilton at the free throw line. Hamilton is a 70% free throw. Oh, big fight. Well, I'll tell you what, this is a shame. Let's see, Don Haskins and Liddell Anderson are trying to break it up. Boy, I'll tell you what, this is something. Just look at this Lockhart. Lockhart's going to fight the whole team. Joe Belmont got hit in the face right in front of us.
The whole team.
Just did a good job breaking that thing up. Kids just lost their composure for a moment. The guy that's really hurt is.
Yep, that's true. I need to find those. I need to find those clips.
So Joe Belmont, they're looking at his jaw to see if it's broke. He really took a shot right on the chops.
New Mexico State.
Wow. Whoa, did you see that?
Wow. Ross Miller took the basketball and hurled it at...
Uh-oh, we got a fight going on.
We got a fight. New Mexico State's DK Eldridge.
Are you kidding me?
This is ugly.
Involved.
This is nasty.
Oh my gosh.
What a terrible end to a great college basketball game. It all started.
My goodness.
Spencer rises, and Spencer can't get the friendly roll. Giddens bumped from behind. It's on Taylor. And now Taylor's. Oh, it breaks out. Breaks out, and it's ugly underneath the basket. It is very ugly. Coach McKay's out there trying to hold the bench back. Uh-oh, referee's tackling a guy. Jamal Smith. It's Jamal Smith who is going absolutely crazy for New Mexico. Richie McKay almost literally tackles his point guard into the stands to calm him down. Don't need that. Referee did a great job. Hope he's okay. David Hull, Dan Chrisman, and Mike Garitano did a nice job of trying to calm the players down as they were going after it.
For three, and there's a battle.
Honda, we're gonna watch that one.
Going on down inside between Daryl Martin and Curtis Ellison. Martin throws a punch in the back of Smith.
The ones from back in the day, like more, it looks just more violent.
Quick gets after Daryl Martin.
of there. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to make it out alive. I ain't trying to catch no stray.
Well, there's a melee over by the scorer's table. Calmed it all down. Now they're going to have to sift through and find out who was throwing punches, because those guys are automatically ejected. There are apparently some fans behind the scorer's table that maybe got into it too, but now Fergus Ellison is trying to get over the scorer's table, and so is one of the other players over there. I think it's Kenny Payne.
That's hilarious.
Ellison and Payne tried to go over the table. I'll tell you what, there are some unhappy people here right now.
Okay, it says in the final 106 of regulation, Louisville went on a 16-2 run to force overtime, tied at 74. Louisville would go on to beat South Carolina 96-88 in double overtime. Man, this double overtime, I see why I got heated.
Last year, Cincinnati won by 20 at home. This year, it's going to be a lopsided win for Xavier in their building. And now an altercation, and this is the last thing you want to see. The bench is clear. With 9 seconds to go in a blowout. And they're still going. Yancey Gates is in the middle. Punches are being thrown. Mark Lyons has something to say too. And out at midcourt, Kenny Freeze is bloodied. And he's hurt. Justin Martin doing what?
Now, when the whole team's trying to get in on the fight, I would not want to be the one on the ground.
Every can to hold Des Wells back as well. And I think they're going to end the game right here. The game is over.
Dang, that's a lot of suspensions. Taking some swings, y'all. Not promoting violence. Y'all go check out Daniel Cunningham's channel. Y'all already know Cases and Cam. He has a channel as well. The game was ruled a double forfeit. Administrations of both schools ended up handing down a whopping 15 suspensions, 7 players from Southern and 8 players from Texas Southern. Y'all, a double forfeit? Imagine having that on your record, like on your game schedule record, double forfeit. Oh, that would hurt worse. That would hurt worse than I'd rather take an L. Just give me the L. I'd rather have an L than a double forfeit. Thank you for subbing to him. Definitely want everyone to support all the content creators over here. So thank you for that. If you will, are about that lie because they got really nothing to lose like some of the bigger names. I mean, they still, don't get me wrong, they still have a lot to lose because you're risking your college scholarship, you're risking being on the team, so it is still dangerous, don't get me wrong, but they're the smaller schools, they're more willing to risk it. Oh yeah, and Reaper, you said Texas Southern basketball program is just now getting back on track. That's an interesting fact to throw out there. Videos of witnessing the squabbles. Another one, a double forfeit one. Alright, y'all, I made one of my own for another college basketball squabble because this one didn't really have any of my favorites on it. So it's like, I'm going to make some with my favorites. And y'all know I had to come with the Carolina ones. Chelsea, if you get a chance, check out all the scandals dealing with TSU. I didn't know that they had scandals going on right now. Reaper, I've got to check my email because I know that you've emailed me stuff. But if you email it to me, I'll check it out. I'll check my email because I have an email that I have to send out to someone anyways. Yeah, send it to me and I'll check it out.
Man, Hansbrough gets right rebound. Back in for another rebound.
I've talked about it plenty of times before, but I love this because Hansbrough missed the free throw, right? But he gets his own rebound. He gets his own rebound during this. Man, I love that. Let me go back. Because I want to appreciate it some more.
Man, Hansbrough gets right back in for another rebound. Watch out.
Yep.
He took a shot.
This is when he gets whacked in the nose. Gets his nose broke. What's up, Big Natty? I hope racing's going well for you. Good to see you here.
To the face.
And you know, he is a tough guy. He's hot, but he took a shot there, and the blood is coming out, so he's not going to be shooting these free throws.
Blood warning on this one, because his nose got broken this.
Oh, this is, look at this. Roy Williams comes out there to get right between them, and they're gonna escort.
Yeah, he took some shot there.
Well, they're taking Hansbrough right to the locker room.
Yep.
This was a cheap shot. This was a cheap shot on to Hansbrough's face. I know I talked about it before, but we're talking about it again. But you know, Carolina, I got to add this in here. Carolina was up on Duke, and they wanted him out. They wanted him out of the game.
Might have been the elbow.
He went straight for the face. Hansbrough didn't even have the ball in his hand anymore. He went straight for the face.
Henderson.
It was.
Buffkin went right into.
And now contact.
Michigan. I know I have some Michigan fans in here, so I thought it'd be fun to add Carolina versus Michigan. This is when Carolina had Caleb Love. We had Leaky Black, R.J. Davis. Who else was on that team? Baycott, Armando Baycott was on that team. Man, I love this. I love this Carolina team right here.
And some pushing and shoving. Dickinson and Baycott, two guys that know each other. Look at this, no call, and that set Carolina, especially Hubert Davis, off a little bit. And then Baycott, wow, just unnecessary.
Yep.
I don't know. What's up, Ty Pro? Good to see you. Let me play one of your drops. Drops for favorites. We'll play this one.
Finish this phrase. Leave it what?
In.
Name something specific.
All right, there we go. Ty Pro's drop.
Man.
Let me fast forward back to where we were at. Okay, I'll just stop it right there. But this was what G Honda was talking about earlier. He was talking about the Kansas one. Y'all, this man took a chair. Took a chair to this fight. Y'all, this is a good one.
Hubert Davis off a little bit. And then Baycott, wow,
just wait till after this.
And it's just.
Okay, y'all go subscribe to Ty Pro at Prolific Minds Podcast. He just had a live last night. But y'all make sure to go subscribe to Prolific Minds Podcast. And subscribe to Beardman as well. Pick the chair up.
Well, the Soldier's not playing for a while.
Yeah.
That you can't do that in college basketball.
Like it's WWE. That commentator, don't do that.
Can't whatsoever. There is no excuse that you can give to me that you can put your hands on a player's head and push it in that moment.
On his head, y'all. He just seen a bug on his head. He was trying to kill the bug.
And Jordan Geist, they get into it, causes the scuffle. Georgia's bench and both teams' coaches are out on the court, right? Then watch this. Missouri's assistant coach Steve Shields runs into action. Then Georgia's director of basketball operations, Kent Davidson. I love that we're labeling these people. Already in the middle of this thing, then watch the faces of everyone.
So Shields is not shielding anybody. Right?
Exactly. Pun intended. Shields is not shielding anybody.
Exactly. Just yelling at everyone. Everyone's just losing their cool, clipboards in hand. No one's really pulling at the ties, though, just screaming at each other. This is what happens when you're trying to calm people down. They can't really read the situation. Look at that guy. He's getting carried out.
Picked him up. He just picked him up and placed him on the opposite side. That's hilarious. He said, come here, little guy. Let's put you over here. Oh, that's funny.
You'd have to cool down.
All right, that's it for those ones. Now let's get in. Well, let me see if the MLB one saved correctly this time. Let me check on that. Okay, I think it did. We'll see if this one plays better. I'll re-add it. We'll get into the MLB one. Because y'all know they have good fights on that one. All right, we'll see if the MLB one plays better now.
That's an ugly scene. And the umpires, did what they could to try to prevent it.
Welcome to Watch Mode.
G Honda, are you trolling? We watched the girls' basketball fights. I didn't have any more. I'll make one dedicated to the girls. Just for the girls.
Joe, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest baseball fights.
You can feel it brewing and brewing and brewing.
For this list, we'll be looking at the wildest brawls in MLB history. From clearing the benches to charging the mound, these fights stood out as the craziest of all time. Did we miss your favorite baseball fight? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Tyler Austin versus Joe Kelly. Like most baseball fights, this one started from one slight that festered into a huge blowup. Making his way to second, Yankee Tyler Austin pulled off a controversial slide that put the Red Sox in a fighting mood.
And there's a little talk in there between Holt and Austin, and the benches will empty.
It's fair to say if you mouth off on the diamond, you should prepare to tussle.
I will say,
on his
I think the MLB fights are very underrated. They don't get enough appreciation.
Next at bat, Austin got a less than surprising rebuttal from the opposing team's pitcher.
That's why he gets drilled here, and he slams the bat. Now he's making a move, and here he comes on the run, and now fisticuffs.
This sent the player into a rage, charging pitcher Joe Kelly and emptying the benches for a second.
Players get out on that field fast. I mean, this is a big baseball field. They get on there, they cover ground quick.
Time. Even if the dugouts empty out once, there's nothing stopping both clubs from doing it again.
I had no thought that they were going to throw at me. I felt like that it was intentional, and I didn't want to let anybody push myself around.
For this edgy matchup, it was clear that each squad was just waiting for an excuse to rumble. Number 9, 10-cent beer night. This 1974 game between Cleveland and
1974, they had a 10-cent beer night. Could you imagine if they had like $1 beer night at one of these stadiums today, in today's time? Or even $2? I don't know. I don't know the price of, I don't know what a beer costs. I don't know. But if they had it cheap and did something like this, you asking for it. You asking for chaos.
Texas remains infamous for its connection to this promotional campaign. With drunk fans loading up on cheap beer, Cleveland Stadium wasn't prepared for the chaos that happened next.
Early in the game, it was pretty obvious that the 10-cent beer night was not going to go over well. The fans started drinking early, and they drank a lot.
After several instances of fans rushing the field and throwing firecrackers, the tense game hit its peak when the Rangers tried to protect their outfielder, Jeff Burrows, from an unruly spectator.
And Billy Martin, who was the manager, said, "Okay, boys, let's go." And the bench unloaded, and all the players came out on the field.
As the bat-wielding players took the field, so did a swarm of fans armed with their own weapons. A full-scale riot stopped the game, with police called in to stop it, leading to a forfeit and several arrests. This baseball fight,
police getting called, and several arrests.
Was one of the most memorable instances of fan participation.
They weren't fighting each other as much as they were fighting the fans to protect themselves.
Number 8, Mo Vaughn checks George Bell. In 1993, the formidable George Bell stepped up to the plate against Red Sox pitcher Aaron Seeley.
Here's George Bell. 3 homers, 9 RBIs.
Like a man I'd want to mess with. Hey, that dude looks bad.
In that Tiger series.
Whoa! Dodging one pitch, Bell receives another wild ball at his head.
He kept his cool on the first one, y'all. He kept his cool on the first one. He's like, okay, I'm going to let this one slide. Let's see what happens next.
Charging the mound, the White Sox batter books it towards Seeley.
And there here goes George.
That one was the straw that broke the camel's back. He's like, all right, enough of this.
And Seeley, oh boy, I'll tell you one thing.
Before he gets there, Mo...
Stop, let me go play my little squabbling.
Yeah! They squabbling out in there! Yeah! Yeah!
That's an ugly scene.
batter books it towards Seeley.
And there here goes George. Seeley, oh boy, I'll tell you one thing.
Before he gets there, Mo Vaughn body checks the runner from out of nowhere. The move looks straight out of a hockey game and what undoubtedly caught the rage-filled batter by surprise.
The MLB fights are so underrated. He compared it, he said it looked like a hockey fight. This is why I think the MLB fights are so underrated, because they really do look like a hockey fight out there.
His pitcher, the first baseman's split-second maneuver only drew the ire of White Sox teammates looking for revenge. While this prompted both rosters to rush the field, it could have been a lot worse. This is one MLB fight that was saved by the likes of quick thinking and a little improvisation. Number 7. Armando Benitez versus Yankees. It's no secret that most MLB brawls happen after a pitch connects with a batter. Things weren't any different when Tino Martinez took the plate and got clocked by pitcher Armando Benitez.
That's gonna call. Yep, he's gone.
The Yankees bench gets up before the two can even reach each other, with the Orioles dugout following suit. At this point, most baseball fights fizzle out as they await an official call from the umpire.
Umpire's trying to restore a little order. I thought Tino might step out because the crowd wanted a curtain call from Bernie.
However, this altercation was only getting started. Not only does the melee start back up, it spills into one of the dugouts.
But this is just going to lead to something else in this series, and maybe right now. Somebody's going to get it for the Orioles probably tomorrow.
If there was any doubt that both teams were carrying grudges, the endless punching put that uncertainty to bed. Following a number of ejections, this melee was the definition of
inside the dugout is crazy.
Out of control. Number 6. Yankees versus Red Sox. In a particularly memorable bout between rivals, Yankees runner Lou Piniella and Carlton Fisk got into it after a brutal play at home plate.
And let's see, he holds on to it. Does he hold on to it?
With Fisk blocking the lane, Piniella hit the catcher like a Mack truck. Naturally, this didn't sit well with the Red Sox player as he swung at his Yankee rival, stemming from a series of previous altercations.
This is why I also say, like, the old school ones look just so much more intense. That man slid, and then he was just swinging, taking swings. I mean, this is why the old school ones hit different.
It was only a matter of time before these two ball clubs would throw punches again.
Lou Piniella and Carlton Fisk. And Bill Lee is hurt. Bill Lee is lying on the first baseline, and he is hurt.
Pitcher Bill Lee kickstarts the brawl again after some choice words, pulled away from the scuffle with an injury. While it wasn't the first time these teams collided, this particular fight marked another historic continuation of their rivalry. Number 5. Batista versus Odor. Here's yet another team rivalry that got carried away with the Texas.
This one's good. For, more recent years, this one's good, I think.
Rangers bitter about their previous playoff series with the Toronto Blue Jays.
And it's going to burn you. No doubt about it.
Jose Batista's infamous bat flip made more than a few enemies, giving this matchup the following year an added intensity. When the slugger slid into second base and into Rougned Odor, old wounds were opened.
Batista got the worst of that exchange.
The second baseman throws a solid jab at Batista's jaw before each squad sprints over.
Man, those
if you thought the punch
look strong too. Batista is a monster, the best bat flip in history. Yes, exactly. It's funny because talking about y'all, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but World Baseball Classics, I was so disappointed. Again, runner-up. So last time lost to Japan. This time we lose to Venezuela. That was disappointing. But on Pat McAfee, whenever he had Aaron Judd and all those, he was talking about one of them doing a bat flip. I thought that was funny. I'm kind of glad. I don't think any of them did the bat flip, but I'm kind of glad now since they didn't take home the World Baseball Classics.
Look bad at first glance, just wait until you see the instant replay. This moment only made their feud more epic, guaranteeing that it wouldn't be the last time these squads would square up.
Oh, that's still a volatile situation.
Yes, it is.
Number 4, Pedro Martinez versus Don Zimmer. In 2003, the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees rivalry hit another peak as the two teams battled it out in the ALCS.
Actually, must have hit the bat of Kareem Garcia. and a foul ball, and Garcia immediately pops up and screams at Martinez.
It all started when star pitcher Pedro Martinez drilled batter Karim Garcia. Somehow, the two clubs remained civil after this point. The peace wouldn't last long, however, as Yankees' Roger Clemens threw a pitch a little too close for Manny Ramirez's liking. Setting Ramirez off, the Red Sox outfielder went for Clemens as teammates held him back.
He called it. CDT called it.
Now Ramirez. That ball's not even close.
Even then, the craziest moment was still yet to come. Yankees coach Don Zimmer approaches Martinez, but the pitcher shoves the 72-year-old to the ground. To say the fight got ugly would be an understatement, but thankfully nobody was seriously hurt.
He pushed that man down, y'all. And I hated the Yankees, so I didn't feel bad for that old man. We need to make that a draw. Honestly, I don't know. Is it too mean? I think enough times passed to where we could laugh about it now. But I'm thinking that should be a drop. Just that old man in the ground. Oh man, I shouldn't be laughing like this, but it is funny. I'm glad y'all are laughing with me. I got tears in my eyes.
Number 3, Nolan Ryan versus Robin Ventura. In his final year in the MLB, pitcher Nolan Ryan was no slouch when it came to throwing the heat. Take this fight with White Sox hitter Robin Ventura as all the evidence you need that he hadn't lost his edge.
Watch out.
He ain't died. The man didn't die. So it's alright if you just threw him to the ground. You lived, didn't you? CDT, that's hilarious. He didn't die, so I'm laughing. I don't give a dang. Oh, that's so funny.
Look at this.
When a pitch nails Ventura, he decides to square up against the 46-year-old. Most people would think a 2-decade gap between fighters wouldn't make it fair, but this wasn't any ordinary matchup. Getting the third baseman in a headlock, Ryan delivers a few impressive blows to Ventura before it's all over.
I mean,
each bench comes out.
Once he got him in a headlock, that man had the advantage.
In full force, turning the boxing match into a pile-on. In the end, the Hall of Famer held his own and proved he hadn't lost any of his spunk.
You know what?
Number 2.
Think about it. That takes it to another level. Putting somebody in a headlock, trying to choke him out. He's past the point of throwing punches. He's just ready to choke you out at that point. That's crazy.
Amir Garrett versus Pittsburgh Pirates. Few fights in the history of Major League Baseball escalated quicker than this one between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
There is a serious conversation going on right now.
In the middle of a pressurized game, Amir Garrett takes the mound in a frenzy. Talking with the coach, the pitcher decides to make a break for it and charge the Pirates. This might be one of the only instances.
I agree. It does need to be a meme. I agree.
Where a player willingly charged the opponent's dugout.
And now Garrett's on his way to the dugout, and here we go.
Throwing a haymaker at a cluster of Pittsburgh Pirates, Garrett connects before landing in the middle of a massive battle. Setting off a chain reaction, everybody gets involved before the umpire.
With some force, because his feet weren't even planted when he was just like Superman throwing them punches. His feet weren't even planted. That's crazy.
Restore order to the diamond. Among the boldest beginnings in baseball fight history, this brawl was nothing short of insanity.
And now Puig from the back. Puig coming at Crick.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Juan Marichal versus John Roseboro. Marichal hits Roseboro with a bat in an infamous fight.
Wow, why isn't that one number 1? That man said he hit him with a bat? Hold on. Wait, what? 1965. Hit him with a bat? That's taking it. Man, I thought punching, choke hold, but hitting him with a bat, that is a whole other level of mad.
Juan Marichal hit John Roseborough on the head with a bat following knockdown pitches to Wills and Fairley.
Alex Rodriguez versus Jason Varitek. A Yankees and Red Sox rivalry gets physical as Varitek goes for A-Rod.
Here we go. Varitek and A-Rod going at it.
Wood. Charging the bench in a baseball game where they got bats in his bolt. You know what? I don't know why I never thought of that, but that's true. I don't know why I never thought of that, CD2, but that is so true. You've got to be brave. Trying to charge somebody or fight somebody in a game that has bats. Yeah, that's a little risky. If you hit me with a bat, I'm getting a CDG, you've got me in tears with these chats right now. He said, if you hit me with a bat, I'm getting a strap. Tell me why. Y'all go check out CDT Beats. Y'all already know, if you're not subscribed to CDT Beats, make sure you're subscribed. It's not most, it's all. My background music comes from CDT Beats. So whenever I have my beats playing in the background, it comes from CDT Beats. So subscribe to him. But it reminds me, CDT, of the Under the Seat. I don't know after you said that. You should make a sports version of Under the Seat. Oh, that was funny. That was good.
Mexico versus Canada. The World Baseball Classic turns south when both countries declare war.
Benches clearing.
I forgot to do this. But CDT Beats' daughter is still having her fundraiser, I believe. I think I seen it ends on the 24th, I believe, of March. So if y'all want to support CDT Beats and donate to his daughter's track team, I'll try to get the link for that and put it in the chat if y'all would like to donate and support CDT Beats' daughter.
Some pushing, some shoving. Tyson Gillies going to take down Alfredo Aceves, who gets right up and chases Gillies.
Oh, wow.
Look at that takedown.
Diamondbacks versus Dodgers. Kennedy drills Greinke in the head and draws out the Dodgers bullpen.
And it hit him, I believe, right on the earpiece of the helmet. You can see Clint Fagan, the rookie umpire, throwing Kennedy out of the game, and then the boys started to go after each other.
Angels versus Dodgers. A bunt turns into a brawl as Chan-Ho Park challenges pitcher Tim Belcher.
And I don't know, words are exchanged right there. Looks like Belcher told him to go on back to the bench, and then Park throws a left to the face of Belcher, a kick, and then here we go.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Padres versus Braves. There's rarely been such a chaotic baseball brawl as the one that happened in 1984. The Padres met the Braves for a hectic game, punctuated by a few ejections for intentionally hitting batters.
I think he's going to be gone too. Here come the Braves. They are going after Lefferts.
Still, that paled in comparison to what happened after reliever Craig Lefferts hit Pascual Perez, setting off a firestorm. Both benches emptied faster than a rocket as they duked it out. Several fights lined the infield as the players went nuts.
Pascual Perez is not out there. He's gone back to the Atlanta dugout.
By the end of the whole debacle, multiple arrests were made as a number of excitable fans took their chance to join the party.
We've got some fans involved now. Oh my! Oh my!
It might not be an honor to be considered the craziest baseball fight in history, but this moment certainly takes the top prize.
I don't know. I still like the one where the old man gets slung to the ground. Y'all, I pinned the link to CDT Beats' daughter's track and field fundraiser going on. So if y'all would like to support CDT Beats' daughter with that, that would be greatly appreciated. Y'all know I'm big on supporting these children's athletics. It's way better for them to be involved in sports than it is for them to be out doing Lord knows what. So definitely want to support sports for the youth because it has an impact. It has an impact on their life, and it will build skills for the success in the future. So make sure y'all support CDT Beats' daughter. What's up, Big Odie? Good to see you. A good old school MLB fight. Reggie Jackson versus John Denny. Reggie's teammates had to drag him away. I can't remember if that one was on the list or not. If we already seen that one on the list. If not, I'll check it out, and we're gonna be doing these again. I'll be doing more of these squabble reaction videos. Braves go hard. That's true. Alright, next. We already did the men's basketball, so we're gonna get into the NBA squabbling.
Man, oh, come on now.
Stevens. Big time brawl now in the front row.
Gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
You got to stay out of the crowd. This is not good.
This has been building on the last handful of possessions. Nasri to take an exception to Holland and was wagging a finger in his face. This crowd who braved the cold and the snow on his feet applauding the intensity.
Now Bobby Portis comes up and tries to escalate.
That could have been easily cleared up with the foul on Kevin Porter Jr. period.
Gary Trent Jr. too.
Instead of what we may end up with is double technicals.
Now pulling out of throw a punch in that.
Get locked up with one another. That's the last guy you want. He takes him down.
Oh, here we go. This one's gonna have some punches.
And Squabbling ends up on top of Steven Adams. It's like a sumo wrestling match out there.
Around them, try to separate them.
They're still locked up.
Yeah, they are still locked up. There with Denver having a foul to give. Oh, we got pushing. Oh, we got a shove. And it's right in front of us.
There was a punch in that one.
See, if you're Gordon, you don't need it. As valuable as you've been playing.
And Moose's upset.
Recent one against the Hornets.
Moose is really upset. I have never seen Musa Diabate like this. Goodness, now Miles and Duran and Beef Stew. This is out of control. Oh, wow.
Beef Stew's on the bench.
Isaiah Stewart's out, and he'll be suspended for a while. He was on the bench, and he came out just to draw a fight. And Musa is still upset. Started this all.
Let's see.
That's a foul. Musa fouled him.
Ooh, headbutt. Right there, yeah.
I'd be a little bit ticked off too.
Duran with the right hand to the face started all. And he knew it too. He's trying to get away, but these are grown men. Put your hand in the face of an opponent, and it's already a physical game. Oh yeah, Duran's gonna be gone too, no doubt.
Obviously Musa, but Duren, in my opinion, started all that.
And the Pacers and the Detroit Pistons fans again.
This is what the NBA really needs. The NBA really needs more physical sport again because it's not physical. They put too much rules in it. So I think if they brought it back to how it used to be, it would help viewership because nobody wants to watch it now because they think it's soft. That's what you hear the most about the NBA.
You know, we cannot drive this home in.
You know what? We were talking about this last night. CDT Beats. Agree to Disagree was on one of the new sports podcasts that I connected with through CDT Beats and Agree to Disagree. But he brought it up. Real to Sports is his channel. But we were talking about the Malice in the Palace last night.
This is something, you go across the board of the four of us here. We've been around a lot of sporting events, all right? Either playing in them or watching them. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Well, the age of electronics is kicking in because I
You see that punch?
just got a beat from Joe Dumars, and one of the things he's taking issue.
What happened? Lionel Hollins penetrating on Atlanta. Tree Rollins delivers the elbow.
I just don't think that word goes in sports. I don't think I would use that word in sports. So we'll say pause for that one.
And Hollins is furious. He thinks the tree elbowed him deliberately. So he comes in behind to throw a left-handed punch. But he broke a knuckle on his shooting.
Imagine getting in a fight. I don't know. That's risky. It's risky business. Like, you're risking your body. And your occupation is playing sports. You need your hands. And yet you break your knuckle in a fight? I don't know. If you watch the old school basketball games on mute, you will see how physical the game used to be. You know what? That's true. Maybe I need to do a live like that one day where I'll have your beats playing in the background and we just watch it on mute and see how physical it is. LOL, yeah, that was wild. Wild word to use. I'm not even repeating that. I'm not even going to repeat it.
Hand. Nothing wrong with his legs, though, folks. Watch him clear out here.
Nothing wrong with his legs. He's not a soccer player. He's not a soccer player. He needs his hands. I mean, I get what he means because the guy takes off running.
Fortunately.
Well, watch the play again. There's the cut through on the basket as Thompson isn't able to control it to get the layup. AC Green going in there, getting bumped and fouled from behind. And now here he fights with Isaiah. And now Isaiah and he'll start to say stuff. Now watch AC's reaction. There's Mahorn stepping in, and now Cooper goes to push him up, grabs him around the neck. Now there's where...
The way they're trying to choke each other. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of a giraffe for some reason. Like giraffes fighting. If I had to relate it to like the animal kingdom.
Cooper made the mistake, and Mahorn a little bit upset by that. So that's
a screen, and then he's pushed. Oh, Ainge and Jordan.
I love Michael Jordan. I had to throw some Jordan ones in here.
Ainge and Jordan had a incident earlier, and they continue to talk. Michael had the finger pointed in the face.
Now Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller having a go at it. And I mean, we got fist throwing. Here come the benches. Bo Hill is out there. Bill Jackson's going out there. There'll be fines.
Necessarily to take that shot that fast.
Oh, and there's a swing by O'Neal. And they got a blue one.
O'Neal. Oh man. Well, I act like I remember. I don't even know if I was born. But Shaq and O'Neal fighting. O'Neal fight, like whenever that happened, because I'm curious to know if I was born when that happened. Okay, was this one the 90s? Because I was born in 94. So I'm curious. I'm curious about the Shaq and O'Neal one.
Beer follows with the ball, and then Barkley and Lane Beer. Barkley gets in the left. Lane Beer will come back with an uppercut.
Oh, man.
Lane Beer, who's had that mouse under his eye.
That was a good one, y'all. Things were much simpler then. Yeah, that's true. CDT beats.
For most of the season, also had a cut. Both benches empty. It went on for 5 minutes. The fans also got involved in it. It was an ugly situation.
He's pulling on his jersey. What in the world?
You can look for fines. I think the biggest thing to be concerned of for both of these teams is if anybody.
Dude pulling on the jersey now. Like, if you're gonna do something, throw a punch. Like, why are you pulling on a jersey? I don't like that. That's like pulling. That's like the girl version of pulling hair.
He's going to be suspended for the first round of the playoffs.
Get around the pick. Now you see. Well, all that is right there is a little bit of chicken fighting, I think, because I think
chicken fighting, but both of them were throwing punches at Michael Jordan.
Daryl Dawkins versus Maurice Lucas. During the 1977 finals, an accidental tangle-up escalated.
That's like the girl version of pulling hair. A man pulling on your jersey. What's up, Gary Brown? Good to see you, y'all. Go subscribe to Gary Brown's channel. He has great content. It's very motivational. I really like being over there. I'm always encouraged.
To property damage.
Gilliam inside. Dawkins just yanks Gross down to the ground and jumps back up.
After Philadelphia 76ers powerhouse Daryl Dawkins tangled with Bob Goss of the Portland Trailblazers, Dawkins tried to hit the other player, only to hit his own teammate. Trailblazer Maurice Lucas then shoved Dawkins before the two squared up, and fans and police flooded the court.
And now, Daryl Dawkins and Maurice Lucas. Somebody do something. It's Dawkins and Lucas. Dawkins and Lucas.
Both players were ejected. Dawkins was so angry that he ripped a toilet from the wall of his own team's locker room.
They've got to get the fans off. That's the first thing they've got to do, is get the fans off the floor.
The Sixers won this game, but lost the next.
Ripping out that toilet seat. I don't think I'd want to, of all things to rip out, I don't think a toilet seat would be one that I would want to mess with. That seems gross.
4, leading to Portland's only championship to date. Some speculate that this particular fight helped motivate the Trailblazers.
And it's in his own team's stadium. Oh, man.
To win the series. Number 9, Michael Jordan versus Reggie Miller. The legendary Michael Jordan was no stranger to aggressive gameplay, and this incident is a prime example. Indiana Pacers star Reggie Miller bumped into Jordan, and the two exchanged some pretty harsh words before things came to blows.
All right, okay, and MJ is upset about it, and I can't blame him.
Jordan chased down Miller to grab, scratch, and punch his face.
And they both go after each other. But Michael wasn't done there. He got a shot.
Number 8, Larry Bird versus Dr. J. During his career in the NBA, Larry Bird was known for trash talk, but he went a little too far when he elbowed the high-flying
Larry Bird. I got my own opinions about Larry Bird, but I want to know y'all's thoughts on Larry Bird.
Dr. J, aka Julius Erving. Despite their off-the-court friendship, the two threw punches and grabbed each other's throats. Both teams' benches rushed to the court, and Dr. J's fellow Sixers held Bird as Irving punched the Celtic superstar. The fight resulted in over $30,000 in fines, with Irving and Bird both receiving fines of $7,500, the second highest fine in the league at the time.
This is a heated ball game, and it's in stages of a blowout. Tempers are bound to flare in an important ball game like this, and Bird still wants a piece of Jay.
Thankfully, after the fight, the two reconciled and are still friends to this day. Number 7, Marcus Camby versus Danny Ferry. Marcus Camby of the Knicks wasn't known as a confrontational.
Great white eye. Oh. Bird didn't give a crap. That's the truth.
Player, but he was understandably ruffled when Spurs player Danny Ferry elbowed his chest and hit him in the face.
Camby took a shot.
After a brief discussion with a ref, Camby dove after Ferry to retaliate.
Oh, Camby still trying to get it. Ferry, oh, that's a bad move.
That one cracks me up because he was calm talking, and then all of a sudden, I guess he's seen the guy out of his peripheral vision, and he's like, "Oh no, I want some more," and he just goes after him. That one gets to me.
Unfortunately, Camby accidentally hit his own coach Jeff Van Gundy
That's a good
when the
point,
coach
Gary Brown. Bird talked a lot of crap, but backed it up for the most part. That's true. He threw that punch from last year. Reaper, that's hilarious. He threw that punch from last year. Y'all are clever.
attempted to intervene. The scuffle resulted in a 5-game suspension and $25,000 fine for
I just can't
Camby.
get over how calm he looked. Well, not calm, but he was, in a discussion, and then all of a sudden you just see him take off to throw a punch. That is funny.
A 1-game suspension and $7,500 fine for Ferry, and 15 stitches for Van Gundy.
There.
See Van Gundy saving him. Van Gundy sacrificing himself to try to save his player.
As you'll see in a moment, this wasn't the only time Jeff Van Gundy was caught in the crossfire of a fight in Madison Square Garden. Number 6, Alonzo Mourning versus Larry Johnson. At the end of a 1998 playoff game between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks, former teammates Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson bumped into each other, and years of animosity bubbled up into flying fists.
And fists are flying at the other end. Larry Johnson is one of them. Here we go.
Other members of the Heat and Knicks got involved, but the craziest thing about this fight was Knicks coach Jeff Van Gundy grabbing Mourning's leg to try to de-escalate the altercation. Thankfully, to quote commentator Doc Rivers,
"Fortunately for these guys, they are both awful fighters."
So no hits landed and no coaches were trampled during this scuffle.
Stick to basketball, not UFC. You're not landing your punches.
Both Johnson and Mourning received 2-game suspensions and missed the end of the series.
Way to ruin a good game.
Number 5, Charles Barkley versus Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, and there's a swing by O'Neal. And they've got a blue.
Maybe it'll tell me the year.
Nowadays, Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal are everyone's favorite frenemies on TNT's Inside the NBA,
Man,
but these two weren't
TNT inside the NBA.
always so chummy.
See these two, man. Come on, man. Nobody laughing at. Come on, man.
During a 1999 game, Shaq fouled Barkley, who retaliated by throwing.
I was born in 94, so I was little. That's like 94, 96. It said 1999, so I thought the quality, the video, based off the video quality, I thought it looked like it could be close to the 2000s, which it was. It was 99. So yeah, I was born in 94. I was around.
Throwing the ball at O'Neal's head, and the two wound up wrestling to the ground. Both players were suspended. Barkley was fined $5,000, while Shaq was fined $10,000. Thankfully, after the incident, their mothers convinced the players to patch up things, and they made amends over a few terrible rounds of golf.
When I got to the locker room, my mother was on the phone and Charles' mother was on the phone. Charles' mom was like, "Don't you hit my boy." I was like, "Who is this?" She was like, "That's Charles' mom." I was like, "Oh, hello, ma'am. How you doing? Y'all don't need to be fighting. I just talked to Charles. He gonna meet you in the hallway. Y'all hug it out and y'all stop that."
However, this was not the only time Charles Barkley was involved in a fight on the court. Number 4, the Suns versus the Knicks.
Doc Rivers, and a foul on Rivers for pushing Johnson, who says yes, yes, and they're going head-to-head. Here comes Barkley.
Yes, that's Charles Barkley once again. The main instigators of this rule-changing fight from 1993, however, were Kevin Johnson and Doc Rivers. Rivers committed an offensive foul on Johnson, and the two got heated, leading their benches to clear out. Thankfully, both teams cooled down, but not for long. Rivers and Johnson clashed again, and a benched Greg Anthony decided to escalate matters by punching Johnson in the face.
Oh, look out. Here comes Rivers after Johnson. We have a free-for-all. Johnson blindsided Rivers. Rivers went down, and this could become ugly.
This is something people don't think about. I think you need to have some sort of background in speaking, like fighting, like commentating with like UFC or with boxing, just in case a fight breaks out, because then you're gonna have to switch to commentating a fighting match.
Teams dogpiled each other, resulting in one of the biggest fights in NBA history, as well as suspensions for Johnson, Rivers, and Anthony.
And now, Johnson diving on Anthony. Boy, this is one you will not see in the NBA. This is just awful.
In fact, Anthony's involvement off the bench led to stricter league-wide rules regarding fighting, which are still in effect to this day.
Now it looks like they have settled matters, and that's the end of the half.
Number 3, the Bulls versus the Knicks. The Knicks have been involved in their fair share of historic on-court fights, and this incident was no exception. During the 1994 playoffs, Derek Harper of the Knicks and JoJo English of the Bulls scuffled at the three-point line right in front of the first row of fans.
Now we've got a fight with Harper and English. Look out. Look out. Go into the stand right in front. Oh my. Look out. We've got everybody. We've got punches thrown. Ewing, Cartwright. It's right in front of us.
At the sound of the ref's whistle, both teams rushed to back up their teammates. The fight escalated and spilled into the stands.
And as he brings him over here and throws him on the floor, you can see what happens.
I mean, that's not an easy fall. That's a hard court.
And these right over the top of the fans in rows 1 and 2.
This was far from the only time an altercation extended into the crowd, but it's not every night that the NBA commissioner is in attendance. David Stern had a front row seat to the action.
Here's the commissioner. Naturally, it happened right down below him, no more than 10 feet away, as it stumbled into the first and second rows.
Harper received a 2-game suspension, English received a 1-game suspension, and the league made stricter rules regarding fights.
Now, this is
Number
something
2.
I don't really agree with. I think if you're gonna have this like the suspension, make it even across the board. Whether you threw the first punch or you didn't, if you retaliated, you deserve, just the same amount. He didn't look at her. He did not look impressed.
2. The Knicks versus the Nuggets.
There it goes again. Look at this. What is he doing?
Man,
With the Knicks than I am with the Pistons, and this is honestly what surprises me is like the way Charles. I should have had that clip, but Charles Barkley on Club Shay Shay talking about how the Pistons used to play. I thought for sure I'd see more of the Pistons, but hey, so far I've seen a couple with the Knicks.
Just something about Madison Square Garden and fights, isn't there? This insane history-making melee from 2006 began at the end of the game, when Knicks player Marty Collins committed a flagrant foul against Denver Nuggets guard J.R. Smith.
Oh, that's a tough foul, Marty Collins. Careful. No. What's Robinson doing?
The Nuggets rushed to...
The commentating is what gets me sometimes. What's Robinson doing? He's fighting. He said, no. What's Robinson doing? Fighting. Oh, man. Okay.
Smith's defense, resulting in a huge brawl between both teams that spilled into the stands.
I should have said something smart, like, he's, making milk and cookies. Something like that. I don't know. They're having a tea party. That's what they're doing. They're having a tea party.
The Nuggets and the Knicks were fined $500,000 each, and 7 players, including...
Oh, CDT. It'd be a good time for that one drop. $50 million? Who do you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton? It'd be a good time for that drop. I didn't have that ready. Man, I did not have that ready. CDT Beats. I have it saved to have all my sound drops. Did I add it? No, I forgot all about it. That's funny because I legit was gonna inbox you and say you could cover some of the historic oh, that's a, you know what? I never thought about that, but I need to do that. Do a show. I need to write that down or I'll forget. But do a show on commentators. Oh wait, was that all of them? Oh wait, no.
The league's top scorer, Carmelo Anthony, were suspended for a total of 47 games, making this the most penalized game in history at the time.
So there goes the Knicks, 5 on the floor. I can honestly say, and I've been around the NBA since 1982, I have never seen 10 players kicked out of a game. Both, and I don't know, Walt Frazier sitting right to my left. He may have, I don't know if we can get his attention. Dick Pavetta once again is going to come over and kind of explain this to us, but I've never seen 10 players kicked off.
Number one.
That's the team right there. 10 players kicked off. CDT Beats, there was something I was going to say to you, and I forgot what it was. Man, what was it? Oh, okay, yeah, now I know. The one that I have in mind is during the Alabama game, that one commentator who was just so fascinated by AJ, I think it was AJ McCarron's girlfriend. He stopped during a championship game just to comment on how beautiful she was. That one's making the list. That one's making my list. Did you see the Oklahoma Thunder versus Washington Wizards last night, Chelsea? No, I didn't. The last NBA, I didn't watch any NBA last night, but the last game I did watch was the Lakers against Houston. That was a good game. Near the end, Luka went off at the end. And I think LeBron had 30 points and 5 rebounds in that game. But I missed the most, I'm so mad I missed this one. The most recent one where the Lakers won by 1 point, I missed that one. Maybe I can go back and watch it. But no, I missed Oklahoma versus Washington. You could do a comparison fight now versus then. That's true. Brent Musburger. Wait, they had a fight? Yeah, I gotta look at that because I missed it. Man, I'm so mad I missed that now.
1. Pistons versus Pacers versus fans, also known as the Malice at the Palace.
I mean, are we surprised? The Malice at the Palace, y'all? We're not surprised by this.
It's pretty ironic that a man who later changed his name to Meta World Peace was at the center of the worst fight in NBA history.
He changed his name to Meta World Peace? Okay, you emailed it to me. I'll cover it in the next one because I do have to. I always convert my videos for it to play better on the lives. I convert my videos and I'll save that one and cover it next time. But I had no clue. Laying bricks, man. That'll be a good one. This is what I was saying earlier. Was I not just saying earlier, Reaper, how they need to have that more physicality in NBA? Because if you look back to compare it to how it is now, that's what everybody's biggest grief is with the NBA, is they say it's soft now. Brent was the announcer. Okay. Yeah. And he was with, what's his name? Oh, man. Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk Herbstreit was with him, and Kirk Herbstreit was trying to get him back on track, and that man was still talking about that girl. Okay, he really changed his life. That's good to know, Reaper.
Foul, and Wallace did. Oh, Wallace right at our chest. This has potential to be serious if they don't get between.
Known at the time as Ron Artest, he committed a foul on Pistons player Ben Wallace, who then shoved Artest. The two got physical, and a fan added to the incident by throwing a Diet Coke in their direction.
Now, doing that, you get what you asked for. Once the fan did that, all bets are off.
Prompting Artest to climb into the stands.
Now Artest has jumped over the scorer's table and is trying to get down to the bench. Artest is in the stands.
The arena exploded into chaos between players, fans, and security. Even after the fighting stopped.
That's crazy. That is crazy. He did hit the wrong fan, though. Ooh, I didn't know that part, Reaper. I didn't know he hit the wrong fan.
And players headed to the locker room, fans continued to throw drinks.
6 hours a day. I've been fasting, and trying to get back on my health grind, cause I don't know, I feel puffier in the face, and I was talking to my papaw the other day, and my papaw, he says, "You look good." He says, "You look good. You look like your old self again." He's like, "You look fuller in the face again." So I was like, man, I must be, I don't know what's going on. So I was like, man, I gotta get back on my health grind. I exercise every day, but my workouts have been lighter. So I'm trying to go back into my full force workouts. Drink water and go 6 hours. I don't know. I do need to drink my water though. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just retaining water from where I'm not hydrated enough. I think that's probably the biggest thing. But I've just noticed, I feel like my face is puffier, which I've always had the chubby cheeks. But anyways, that's a little sidetrack note on me. All right, let's get back to it.
Artest received a 73-game suspension, the longest in league history. 73 additional game suspensions were handed out, players and fans received assault charges, and NBA rules regarding security and alcohol sales at games were changed.
I'm surprised that the alcohol rules wasn't there after what happened with the Major League Baseball when they had that, what was it? 64-cent, I don't know, 64-cent beer night. I'm surprised all of them didn't change the rules in every sport. All right. Now we're going to get into my favorite football. We're going to start off with college football. So here we go.
No good. And a tough day on special teams and the emotion.
Flag for the infraction. A couple of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on both sides essentially canceled each other out. And here we are to start our third quarter. Both teams getting after it once again.
Yeah, and cooler.
Now, y'all, this was the Iron Bowl with Auburn and Alabama. And this is Devontae Smith, but Devontae Smith number 8. Not to be confused with Devontae Smith, who plays for the Eagles, who also played at Alabama. We had 2 different Devontae Smiths at Alabama. Interesting fact.
But he's a little impatient, and then here's Dungy at the end, slams Johnson to the ground, and then actually goes over and gets in another BC guy's face.
No, he pushed both of them down. What's up, Tiara? I have your new drop. I can't wait to show you all. After getting to know y'all a little bit better through your lives, I have the perfect drop for you. Can't wait to show you. Hold on. Which one? Let's see. Let me search through the list. There we go.
Would you rather find the love of your life or $11 million? Damn.
Fuck that. I'm gonna take that $11 million and make her fall in love. She gonna love everything I buy. Just like that.
All right, that's Tiara's drop. She loves her some Chris Brown, so I had to get that Chris Brown drop for her.
No good.
All right, back to it. I don't know where we were at, y'all. We watched that one. I'll start off right here again.
But he's a little impatient. And then here's Dungy at the end, slams Johnson to the ground, and then actually goes over and gets in another beastie guy's place. But all initiated.
Lynn Bowden will land a punch on Virginia Tech defensive lineman Deshaun Crawford.
They hadn't even started, they were already throwing punches. What's up, Pinball? Good to see you. Hope everything's well if you're on the road. Boo, Chris. I'm hating. Hey, don't hate on Chris Brown. We love us some Chris Brown over here. Yes, Team Breezy. But that is Tiara's man.
A.J. Brown now, he threw a punch. And now Corral, the freshman, he's got his hand.
This was like Mississippi State and Ole Miss. This is a good one. What's up, Highway 20? Highway 20, I still forgot to get your drop. I can't believe I forgot. Highway 20, I promise you I'm going to get it. I'm going to get you your drop, okay?
Into the face mask. Helmet gets ripped off. So I was giving everybody credit for keeping their cool throughout this rivalry game.
By 15.
That's what I don't like. When they get into the face mask and just start trying to sling you around.
This gets ugly right the left side.
Take that with a grain of salt. I act like I'm speaking from experience. I ain't ever in my life put on a helmet with grown men and had them like up in my face mask slinging me around. I don't know what that feels like, but I could only imagine, right? But I just don't like that.
That's Andrew Booth. That's the Clemson player on top, and that is a full-on punch.
Throwing punches. Why do they always want to go? I mean, I guess that's just easy target, but just going for the face mask. Man, they're piling up in this one.
Things up. Great game and an ugly ending.
You know
Mike, now.
I can't remember if I have that. If there's one with I know which one you're talking about. I hope I have that on here. I hope that one of them has that on here because I can't remember if one of them does or not.
Come on. You can't do that.
Stop near the 35-yard line for Deion Jackson on the return for the Duke Blue Devils. And again, there's some fun.
Good to see you. It was great hearing from you last night whenever you went on to the Prolific Minds podcast.
Some helmets have been lost, maybe some punches thrown, yellow flags after the 21-yard return from Deion Jackson. And Dave, this is about the third or fourth incident we have.
Here's the physical play. Blake lynching Butler. Oh, he put his knee into him.
Why? I don't like that one either. Putting your knee into the guy, trying to put your knee into the mask. What's the reason for that?
You see Harrison Hand come back over. In the mix for Baylor.
Oh, you see there's a punch.
Oh, man. That's got to be the most difficult thing about trying to de-escalate a team fight between players is you'll have one fight going on this side, And then on the other side, another fight breaks loose. So now, like, you only have so many referees trying to de-escalate this whole situation. This is why you often see coaches get involved.
More punches thrown yet. Well, he'll be gone.
He's gone. D-Money. I've been waiting for you. I need to have, I don't know, let me see. Can I start a poll through the chat? If I don't know how you do these polls. Let's see. Okay, I can start a poll. Here we go. We're starting the poll, D-Money. Okay, here we go. So, a new poll. Do y'all like coleslaw? I think I made the poll right. Let me know if I made that poll, if it popped up right. So, flag on the play if you don't like it, and then touchdown if you do like it. Oh, let me find out too. D-Money, I have a drop for you too because of this whole coleslaw discussion that we've been having. So let me play your new drop. Let's see. Which one is it? Did I add it? Please tell me I added it. I don't even know if I added it yet. Let me see if I have it saved. I didn't save it. I'm so mad at myself. Because that was the one I really wanted to save. I'm looking. I don't know. Oh, wait, it's not under this one. I was looking under the wrong file. My bad, y'all. I thought I had this one ready to go.
Oh, and can you bring my coleslaw on a separate plate? I hate it when it touches my bread.
I'll play it again. Y'all, I was watching, I don't know if you watched Half and Half, but I was ironically watching Half and Half the other day, and this pops up. I was like, God, thank you. It was meant to be. So this is for you, D-Money, okay?
Oh, and can you bring my coleslaw on a separate plate? I hate it when it touches my bread.
See? She liked coleslaw. Okay, I got so distracted. Let me go back to where we were at. I don't even remember. We watched that one. Coleslaw, ew. You know what? I asked everyone in my contacts, and it was half and half in my contacts. But every one of them from Texas, every single one of them from Texas disappointed me. I thought for sure the ones from Texas some of them would say yes. Every single one of them said no. Every single one of them. But it was half and half. Ew, what's that, Chelsea? Ew. Yeah, but I mean, this is what started it. D-Money said that black people don't like coleslaw. I thought that was rude. I was like, how are you going to say all of the black population don't like coleslaw? So I was on a mission. I was like, I know some people that like coleslaw who are black. And that's what started this whole discussion. I've asked everyone. I mean, everyone. I asked Jay Walker. I asked Beardman. I asked CDTV. Everybody was getting asked, do you like coleslaw? I only eat coleslaw in Miami on my shrimp tacos. Thank you, Tiara. See, you a real one. This is why we like Tiara. See, I'm telling you, D-Money, there are black people who like coleslaw. You can't speak for all the black population. I don't do coleslaw either, yeah. But you said, well, your wife don't count. Your wife is white. But your kids would count. Your kids would count. CDT beats. Coleslaw gross. 3 a.m. Don't say that. 3 a.m. It's okay if you guys lie a little bit. Just lie a little bit. Y'all ain't trying to lose this, okay? It's okay if you lie a little bit on this. For context, Chelsea claimed that 5 blacks she knows loves coleslaw. It wasn't 5. I asked everyone in my contacts. Half of them said yes, half of them said no. Technically, there's coleslaw and egg rolls. Oh, that's a good point. I never thought about that, but there is. Yeah, so technically, if you guys like egg rolls, then you technically like coleslaw. So we'll count that. Alright, back to it. I got sidetracked once D-Money. I seen D-Money was in here.
Stop near the 35-yard line for Deion Jackson on the return for the Duke Blue Devils. And again, there's some feistiness. Some helmets have been lost. Maybe some punches thrown. Yellow flags after the 21-yard.
Some punches thrown. I think it's a for sure bet they're throwing punches.
Return from Deion Jackson. And Dave, this is about the 3rd or 4th incident we have.
Here's the physical play. Blake Lynch and Butler.
Nasty sauce. It's all. Do you like Reaper? If you don't like mayo, then you're probably not gonna like coleslaw. Nasty sauce. What do you mean? It's raw coleslaw. Pause. Pause. Now, I'm telling you, CDT beats, the one earlier that we played, it don't get, ain't nothing beating what he said in that one in the NBA.
Oh, he put his knee into him.
CDT beats is gonna make me have a whole other discussion. Black people will eat mayo too. Black people are not against mayo. Now you're going to make me have a whole other poll up. Okay, 3 a.m. You said access denied. So who likes mayo? Now I got to know who likes mayo.
Harrison hand come back over.
Oh, now we're getting back
in the mix.
I remember this one. This one was good because you had one fight over here and then the other fight broke out.
Baylor. Oh, and you see there's a punch.
Their feet are not planted and they're throwing those punches. They're putting some power behind it. Okay, D-Money, you don't like mayo. That explains why you don't like coleslaw. I eat mayo, I think. Miracle Whip is disgusting. Yeah, I don't mind Miracle Whip. I don't mind mayo. I don't mind. I'm not. Y'all are picky. That's your problem. Anytime I had, I was in a relationship and they said that they didn't like a certain food, I'm like, see, that's your problem right there. If you eating Chick-fil-A without mayo, you tripping. Black people don't like dry sandwiches or burgers. Truth. I mean, I don't know anybody. I don't want anything dry.
More
punches thrown yet. Well, he'll be gone. That's David
He's still coming out swinging.
Montgomery and Greg Roberts.
And he's collared as he crossed the 15-yard line. And let's check in with Holly.
Well, his season has not gone as planned
Okay,
for Devin
this is
Gardner.
Ohio State and Michigan, so this is a rival. Holly is just trying to give her sideline report, and these guys just start going at it.
First time as a full-time spotter.
Holly, we're going to have to interrupt you. We got a big-time battle going on right now. The officials trying to separate everybody.
Dontrell Willis better go.
Once you take your helmet off, that's bad. They're going to get you good, real good in college or in NFL. If your helmet's off and you're on the field.
His helmet. And he's one of the freshmen, and you don't want any of this.
This is why it's selfish, okay? Watch the right hand from Pickens come in. Okay, that's not good.
That was like a petty little smack, and then Pickens is coming out swinging. Let me see what you guys are saying. You guys are probably talking about the food topic again. We're not picky. We're black. Stop trying to divide people. D-Money, it's not about division. There's black people who like coleslaw. Tierra is one of them. You can't speak for the whole black community. I'm not trying to divide. I'm trying to bring awareness and support. You're the one creating division, saying only black people don't like coleslaw. That's creating division. My youngest eats dry burgers. What? Meat and cheese, and that's all. She won't eat any other way. Now, I mean, I can understand with a kid, I guess, not wanting, wanting it to be as plain as possible. Go Blue, yeah. The Michigan fans up in here. Gotta add the mayo. Derek! I like coleslaw, but it's not my first choice. There's different kinds of slaw. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. See, Derek's a good one, y'all. Derek, you're a good one. I'm gonna play Derek Strop at the end, everybody, because we all love Derek Strop. But thank you, Derek.
And here's the thing. I get it. Emotions run high.
Activity going down to the back of the end zone, and you don't want to see that.
And I think Tavante Beckett hit.
I want to say this is Marshall. I don't know who they're playing against, but I think this is Marshall.
Right, so that was Paris Ford that came flying over Glass. No hit or anything there. Oh, and then Mike Glass throws a punch.
Oh man, I need to try to figure out a way to go back. That ref caught a stray. The ref caught a stray. Let me go back.
Over Glass. No hit or anything there. Oh, and then Mike Glass.
That ref dropped. Chelsea trying to push a false narrative on my people. I am not. I'm trying to defend those of your people who do like coleslaw. Do not throw tomatoes at Derek.
Throws a punch.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And Mike Glass.
He's dragging him by the face mask.
This is going to be a jab.
Put himself inside the 5 and fight to get to the 1.
Bobby Petrino talked about his offseason.
We were talking about Bobby Petrino the other day when we were speaking on Sharon Moore. This was when Bobby Petrino was head coach at Arkansas.
Training.
And look at this. Look at this.
No, Lamar. That's the wrong guy.
Oh, no. That's the wrong guy.
A little bit of a late hit out of bounds. He got frustrated.
That's what we are. That's what Michigan does, man. And that's what we do first of all.
State and Michigan fight. How can you take the word of anyone who doesn't like shrimp Alfredo? Boo, Derek. Now, Derek didn't say he did not like shrimp Alfredo. He just said he's not going to be with a girl who gets shrimp Alfredo on a date. So let's be clear on that. Pinball, let me tell you.
And folks, something interesting is going on the field right now. Michigan tried to
back on. He was just doing his post-game interview, and then he turns around. There's a fight breaking out. He's like, "Okay, let me put my helmet back on." Oh man!
plant their flag in the middle of the Ohio State field, and the Buckeyes rushed right to them. And now there's some skirmishes going on the field. An unsportsmanlike gesture by the Wolverines. Unnecessary. They've won the game.
Into it earlier in the game with Jalen Waters. So there was a prequel to what happened later.
Yeah, they've been battling all extra.
He really slung him. That was good. Slinging him to the ground like that. Like, that was some strong man business doing that. The way he slung him to the ground. I'm impressed. He must have wrestled. Y'all, I didn't think about this, but some of them must have wrestled in high school. The way their technique is, I'm thinking this guy wrestled in high school. The way he pinned him to the ground like that. Chelsea, I just sent you something on Discord. You should check it out. Okay.
Flags. This doesn't look good at all. Bunch of players all lined up against each other, and this is spilling onto the field. It's going to take a long time to sort this out, and now Toledo's sideline comes on.
Throws him down. Does O'Neal.
Well, he threw the first punch, and Devontae got the right
That's nice job.
Okay, that's all of the... Oh, wait, let me go back, because that was... The last one's the one that I like the best.
No good.
Because that was with Devontae Smith, the one who won the... Y'all, I told you earlier, we had two different Devontae Smiths. So, Devontae Smith, who is under Nick Saban, who's now with the Philadelphia Eagles, he was in this fight. The one earlier was under Coach DeBoer with a different Devontae Smith.
And this is spilling onto the field. It's going to take a long time to sort this out, and now Toledo's sideline comes on.
Throws him down.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I remember watching this game. Obviously, y'all know I have a soft spot for Devontae Smith, who is now with the Eagles. But the way he slung him down like that after the play was over, I was ticked off. I remember being ticked off. And Devontae Smith gets up, and he ain't taking it. And I'm not going to lie, I was proud of him for this.
He threw the first punch, and Devontae got the right
That's nice job.
No good.
Devontae Smith was not having it. They're squabbling for real. Yeah. And you know, Devontae Smith, he's from Louisiana. I wouldn't mess around with him. All right, now let's get into the NFL ones. Derek, I seen what you sent me in the Discord. I am going to plan on doing more lives, so I'll add the ones that you sent me to the next live, because I have to save it and put it to a quality that fits the streaming for me, so it plays good for everyone. That might be a foreign language to y'all, but that's the best way I know how to explain it. So I'll play that in the next live.
So Gene Steratore will join us, and Gene, you can see right here what happened after that play.
Yeah, you got a lot of scuffle there, Kevin, and you know as officials you do try.
funny. I forgot, you're from Louisiana. I'm gonna ask Devontae Smith and his fiance, do y'all like coleslaw? I'm gonna ask them. One of my friends that I met on TikTok, he's cousins with Devontae Smith, so I should ask them if they like coleslaw.
Try to get the instigator, but in this situation, I think
look, they're going at it again. The flags come in again. It's Chase and Ramsey.
Now we need more of this. I love it. I love this.
Well, now his helmet got ripped off.
Is off, yeah.
Well, if it was ripped off, it's one thing. If he took it off on his own, then that's a penalty, having your helmet off. So
they got a lot to discuss.
Chase spit on Ramsey, and that was interesting. that was an interesting game.
There was a double team.
Good to see you.
Push. Yeah. Just talking it out. They're just talking it out. And he's still talking, Ramsey.
Yep. And I mean, right here, you can't take a swing. I mean, he just sucker punches Forsythe right there. And I don't know why.
Are in there, and that is Trayvon Field.
All right, so take a look here.
There is Cooper.
Cooper and Harris kind of going at it.
And then Sanders still gets in there. Payne throws a shove.
And then Tyler Steen, he kind of escalated
the whole time.
It going after Sanders still. There were punches thrown. It felt like both teams. I'll be very curious to see how many guys get ejected, because that was a brawl.
Sanders still, you're right, he was kind of in there as the instigator, going at some of those offensive linemen.
You got to imagine Steen threw a punch.
As Patrick Mahomes beats Jared Goff, and we got a little fight here, a little altercation going on. I don't know what started it.
Well, Brian Branch was involved in some.
I wanted to break this one down. I remember this one. Let's see.
You got to imagine Steen threw a punch.
All right, so, man, I wish I had like a cursor to show y'all where to look, but you're gonna see Branch. I think he gets pushed or shoved, and then he throws Travis Kelce down, I believe it was. Let me look. Okay, so yeah. No, it wasn't. Okay, I thought it was Travis Kelce, but it wasn't. So, I don't know if this was Juju Smith or which one it was, but one of the Chiefs player pushed Branch down. Well, Branch didn't like it.
As Patrick Mahomes beats Jared Goff, and we got a little fight here, a little altercation going on. I don't know what started it.
Well, Brian Branch was involved in something, and there was a little exchange, and then people came running. I think that was Juju Smith-Schuster who came.
So, Juju pushed Branch down, and Branch didn't like it. And Branch, he was about that life that day. And a fun fact, Branch played for Alabama, so I like Branch.
Running into that.
Just glanced up and saw two Chiefs, one Lion, and then, of course, everybody coming on the field at the end of the game. And look, and there is a pretty significant brawl going on here. The back end of that over to the right. Pyrotechnics going off because the clock hit 00. Well, that does not take away from what's going on. The officials are all on the perimeter of this, and now the officials are heading off the field here.
but he pushed him down, and now they're back at it again. That was a good one. Okay, now NFL Squabbling 2. Here we go.
This afternoon. Here he is at the bottom of that pile. A takedown there.
I didn't like that. How he was like slamming his head on the turf. I didn't like that.
Well, they were going to let it go. Up to this point, they were going to let it go. Even there, that shot right there, that last one is when the flag came out. Up until then, there's Corey Webster and Santana Moss really just trying to block.
Ooh.
It looked like Corey Webster was just doing his job. And, now Corey Webster is shadowing Santana Moss the entire game.
And take a swipe at a guy whether you get him or not.
That's a good one. Pow, pow. That was a good one.
You gotta sit.
On that one.
And a fight is going on in the end zone. And Cam Newton has run all the way in there with the entire offense and defensive teams. Flags have been down.
Spent talking about the offensive line. Now Jacobs in a pushing match with D'Angelo Hall and throws a punch. And Hainsworth and Jacobs grabbing and they're throwing punches back and forth. And there'll be ejections here. Jacobs, who has used boxing in his training.
See, like I said, some of these guys have like wrestling backgrounds. They do MMA style fighting in the off season. So these guys ain't nothing to play with.
And those guys set up like they were ready to go 15 rounds. And
265 pounds.
He and D'Angelo Hall got started on it.
There's Albert, number 92. Oh, good right hand.
Commentator. Oh, good right hand.
Good left hand.
And this may be a flag. And then a kick by Beckham.
That's good. I remember this one.
This game's got a chance to get ugly. It might get ugly.
Listen to the commentating. Listen to the commentating. Let me go back.
This may be a flag. And then a kick by Beckham. Tell you, this game's got a chance to get ugly. It might get ugly right now. It is getting ugly right now.
This game's got a chance to get ugly. It might get ugly. It is getting ugly right now. Oh man, I wish I had the one with Will Ferrell. Well, that escalated quickly. I can't remember if I have that drop or not. But anyways, I thought that commentating was hilarious during that game. Great show, fam. Thank you. Y'all go subscribe to DT Hope. He has his own channel. He talks sports as well. So y'all go subscribe to him.
You can see this coming.
By the way.
Long time ago. We've had a kicker kick somebody in the face. We've had a couple of late hits out of bounds. That one,
we were talking about earlier. I gotta have one where I do hockey too. So next time we do this, I'm gonna do a hockey one as well. We'll have hockey in there.
Very late hit out of bounds by Alec Ogletree. And
14-0. And then Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan going
one in my opinion.
At each other. This is something else. Watch this, folks. Now you talk about a fight. This is serious stuff. This is Jimmy on your left, and that's Howie on the right.
Swung their helmets off. I got no clue, but that was funny the way they had those helmets slinging off.
And that's how we warm up for the pregame show. But our guy
love it again, although Winston, oh, that's not good.
So that's some composure.
Then Evans comes over out of nowhere and just slams Lattimore to the deck. Evans should be thrown out of the game.
That's why you have replay, and that's
the sideline.
Here you see Evans came off and he just rocked Lattimore. Wouldn't be surprised to see some guys thrown out of this one.
Right, I think he talked about this later on and explained what happened. Like something got said or something. Tom Brady got shoved at the time and he wasn't having it. He was defending his quarterback, which I think nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, New York can get involved and make decisions here. We told you earlier about Lattimore and Evans.
And then moments ago, here's what happened.
Yeah, I think this. Look, watch this block. Look, and it doesn't stop there.
Wow.
I mean, you just knew that this was going to.
There reminded me of the scene from The Blind Side when he said, "I'm taking him to the house," and took him all the way past the buses. Like that's what that one. Like the way he just kept pushing him out.
Happen. And that's all on Crabtree right there. And then, of course, Talib, he retaliates. And then you've got Lyman in there. And this is just out of control.
Look at, we have another one right here.
Look at this.
Oh, and a swing right there.
This is crazy because now you're going to get ejected from the game. I mean, this is just selfish. When your own self-interest are more important than the team, then you put your...
Flacco rolling and running. And he's going to have to... Oh, not the ball comes out.
That was a brutal hit Flacco took, y'all. That was... I mean, I don't know if it was how brutal you would classify it, but that was a good, like, he was already giving himself up on the play. Like, he already slid down.
Flags are down. It was Kiko Alonso who delivered the blow. Flacco's on his feet.
And Harbaugh's yelling at Alonso right now. He's in Alonso's face. Harbaugh is livid. You just lost your quarterback for the game, and Harbaugh knows that. This is a... Watch this. Joe with a good run. Slides.
Oh. Bends his head. Helmet comes jarringly off.
And it's definitely a penalty as the quarterback gives himself up and he leans that arm in there. That's not okay. Well, look, he knows he's going down, and at the end right there, he leans it down. Alonso way too aggressive. Quarterback's giving himself up. You need to at least show restraint at the end of that, and I think probably ends the night. Look at those. Harbaugh knows what just happened. He just knows that he probably lost his quarterback for the night. And this guy just took a cheap shot, possibly at him.
Then it's the hand up late. 15 yards for the Chiefs right here. Kelsey gives a little push. He comes back with a punch.
He didn't like what Kelsey was bringing to the table. He said, "Whoa." That was a good one. What's up, Postman? Good to see you. Y'all go subscribe to Postman, Mailbox Sports. He was live earlier. Like I think he went live at 3:30. I have been planning on going live at 3, so I was hoping to get done in time. But all these clips that I had, plus talking, ran longer than expected, as always.
Ahead. We will see what the referees say.
That was a good punch. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one.
Automatic first down.
So add 15 on.
Something. How do these things get started? Well, watch. Andre's going to come off the ball, and he takes a shot right at the beginning. You see, this was talked about this week.
We were talking about earlier, y'all. I think this is the one we were talking about earlier.
They said Andre Rison will bloody your nose.
Deion Sanders, this is the one we were talking about earlier.
But I got news for you. Deion's giving that whole field left hook. Did you see that?
Sanders was not taking it, y'all. Oh, man. Right? Yeah, such a slap of a streamer. Oh, man. Y'all, this is a good one. I love Deion Sanders.
That's a classic. Well, let's go to our fight expert, Ron Pitts, down on the field. Ron, what do you have?
Blame it on Ryzen because he came off the ball, tried to block, and he went right to the jaw of Deion. As we can see right now, they're still getting into it, and Matt, you're
breaking out here. Is he going to throw that flag?
Fights in this.
They will eventually. It's like this is
throw the flag. They will eventually. They hadn't even threw the flags yet. Most of the time when they're out there squabbling, they'll have their, they have their flags ready to go, and none of them have swung it yet.
They do! Tyreek Stevenson.
Here's the one with the Bears. Fights between the Bears and the Cowboys.
Punch it out. There's Ayuk and Ramsey going at it. And Ramsey took exception that Ayuk wouldn't let go of his jersey, so he grabbed a hold of his face gear.
It's like giraffes fighting.
And
grabbing each other's face masks like that.
Off they went, but
Green Bay, now they take their final timeout. Here's some of the chippy stuff.
Started in the tunnel, and it did not change throughout the course of the game. They have just been going at it all night long. And Mike, you're right. It started back in the division. I don't know what that is. It's sort of like the sword fighter sort of
went to the NFC Championship game.
Man, this
7
is my
times.
Favorite. Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper was one of my favorites, y'all. Oh, man. Speaking of Amari Cooper, I have been wondering where the heck he has been since he announced his retirement. So, he had like his own shoe brand similar to Jordan's, but like the football version called Route Runner. I really like this shoe brand, by the way. Well, the website's gone. So, I guess he ended the business. The Instagram page for it's still up. The Route Runner business, like the Route Runner business Instagram page is still up, but he hasn't been active on it or anything. Wasn't active on his personal Instagram. So I'm like, where the heck has he been? Like, what's he been doing? Well, then sure enough, last night, he posted on Instagram. I'm like, man, God knows, like, what he's doing. Because, sure, giving me confirmation, like, Coop is still around. But he was posting a pic of golf clubs, so I guess he's been golfing, and he posted a picture of a book. He's really into reading. So Coop played at Alabama, played at the Cowboys for a short time, so I really like Coop.
Between 1974 and 1989, and you see the emotions called with Peters and Amari Cooper. See who gets that call.
I can get a copyright for if y'all are familiar with classic rock, this is Rush. I think Tom Sawyer. This is that song.
But that's Amari Cooper.
Man, we were talking about Pac-Man Jones. Y'all, this is Pac-Man Jones on top of Amari Cooper when Amari Cooper was at the Raiders.
Wow, Amari
Adam
Cooper and
Jones.
Adam Jones. Yeah, Adam Jones.
Okay, that's it for that one. Well, we covered all of them. Oh, later, Lauren, I didn't realize you said you were out. I did see where you said you're making me some meatloaf. I said making me some meatloaf. I really do want some meatloaf. I wish it was for me. I wish we could send each other food through phone screens. One day, maybe that technology will exist. Pac-Man, my favorite crash out. Yeah, we talked about Pac-Man in the last one. But yeah, that was all the ones I have for all the brawls. We'll definitely do this again because there's so many more. There's so many more fights. Like Reaper just told me that the Wizards game versus Oklahoma Thunder, they had a fight last night and I missed it. So I'll definitely have to check that one out. and you know, I'll plan content for like the one with the commentators as well, because me and CDTVs were talking about that earlier. But definitely hang around, because we will be covering those topics. I'll try to work out that for this week sometime, because y'all know I'm trying to plan my lives, trying to get everything ready, set up for the weeks. Yeah, more fights, yeah. More squabbles, as they say.
Yeah! They squabbling out in there! Yeah!
Definitely gonna have more of the squabbles. Chelsea, no one in my community is sending you coleslaw. Untrue. Tiara would. Tiara likes coleslaw. Even if you don't. There are black people who like Postman. I'm glad you're here. Postman, do you like coleslaw? Did you vote in the poll? I don't know how you end the poll, guys. Let me see if I can end the poll. I don't know how that goes. Let's see. It's not giving me an option. Oh, maybe I gotta click the 3 dots. There we go. End poll. I know that your coleslaw, or I know coleslaw didn't win, but okay, so we have 40% said touchdown for coleslaw, and then 60% of y'all said flag on the play. You know what? That's rude. That's so rude. Because coleslaw is good. But at least some of y'all said you liked coleslaw. That's all that matters. 40% of you said you did like it. So that's really all that matters. I'll send you some. Yeah, I love coleslaw. Now, I am picky about how it's made. I definitely have to have my southern ways of how we make the coleslaw. So I am picky about it. But yeah, I did, but it's something I dabble in from certain places only, but my wife likes it. Okay, your wife likes it. See, this proves my point. Black people like coleslaw too. And see, here's Jay Walker. Y'all still on this coleslaw? I'm awake. Jay Walker, oh wait, I gotta, cause I keep forgetting. Let me make you a mod on your other, channel as well, Jay Walker. But let me show you D-Money's new drop, because ironically, I was watching, God is good, let me tell you, God is good, because I was watching half and half, and this just happened to show up when I was watching it, and I was like, you know what? This is going to be D-Money's new drop. After all this coleslaw discussion we done had, that's gonna be his new drop. So let me play you D-Money's new drop. And I also gotta play Derek's.
Oh, and can you bring my coleslaw on a separate plate? I hate it when it touches my bread.
See? Can you bring me my coleslaw on a separate plate? Because I hate it when it touches my bread. She black. She likes coleslaw. What are you talking about, D-Money? Black people like coleslaw too. God is good. Coleslaw is not. You such a hater. Let me play Derek's drop, y'all.
Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, G-Hunter? I'm the one who's telling you about your fantasy. Listen, send me your address so I can send you a rainbow flag. Since you want to look like Alicia Keys. That's okay, man. You can't even grow. You can't even grow enough hair. I'm not accustomed to a man wanting to look like a woman. And you too dark to look like her. Why don't you? You know what? You look like a good Jennifer Hudson.
Derek had a great idea. We've just been adding to this. So on Creekry's channel, y'all gotta go watch Creekry if you want to see the full G Honda roast, and if you want to see her updated version of this video that I created, because she added some great music to it. But Derek had a great idea of adding the dress to be silver. So I need to make it a silver giraffe print dress now with the gloves. That's what I gotta do next. So we just keep elevating this.
That's what you would look like.
Gremlin, nigga. You like a gremlin.
You dark skin. You look like a Jennifer
Hudson. Hey, G Hudson. He's G Hudson. You look like a gremlin. The top room looks like a predator. That's your name for the year. G Hudson. That's your name for the year. G Hudson.
Oh man, yeah. Switch over to Jennifer, man. We'll call you G Hudson from now on.
Jennifer Hudson.
Mean girl.
Chelsea with that big ass head.
Look, laughing hard. Derek had us rolling in tears.
Hey, I told you to leave Chelsea alone. I told you to leave Chelsea alone.
Hey, Chelsea, just let me get your hat. I'll both head at the same time.
I told you to leave Chelsea alone. It's getting bad. It's getting worse for you, man. Just let it go and live for you.
There's Derek's drop. You said black and yellow for his Steelers. You know what? That's a good idea, too. Do black and yellow. Make it sparkly. Giraffe print. That would be good. And I'm telling you. Oh, man. Good times, y'all. Good times. I don't even know what else. Oh, Jay Walker, I have my new national anthem. If you missed it earlier, we're going to play the national anthem again, because you know, Coop has his national anthem, Creekry has her national anthem. We're Patriots over here for the Touchdown Tribe. So, I got my national anthem finally. Here we go.
On the Star Spangled Banner, Fergie.
That our flag was still there.
That is our new national anthem over here for the Touchdown Tribe. The roast will never end. Never. G Hudson forever. G Hudson forever, y'all. Okay, so covered everything. Now we're gonna get into the closing with the final motivational video. And you know, when I opened it up, I had Conor McGregor to stay on theme with, oh yeah, yep. He said coleslaw. Salute, flag, coleslaw. Oh man, I saw the video. Let that be a lesson to y'all. Never go at Chelsea. Exactly, Derek. Let that be a lesson, because I got people who have my back, like Derek. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, the Fergie one. That's a good one. But back to what I was saying, you know, we opened with the motivational video with Conor McGregor to stay on topic with the theme of the squabbling. I thought, why not have a UFC fighter as the motivational videos for today? And the last one is from my favorite all-time UFC fighter, and that is John Jones. So we're gonna watch that for the closing.
Right now, what you're going through is only a test. Let me tell you, there's always light at the end of the tunnel for people who don't give up on themselves. Almost always.
Y'all, never give up. Never give up on yourself. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And this kind of goes back to our mental health topic that we covered last time. Just never give up, because you just never know what's at the end. Kind of like the Michael Jordan closing motivational video I had in the last live. Just never give up.
I've been through some crazy stuff in my career and in my life. I'm mom died at a young age. My sister died when she was really young. I've made some huge mistakes throughout my life, man. Big public mistakes, man. Lost friends and coaches and teammates, and sometimes in my life I felt like the whole world hated me. There was times where I thought I'd never make it back.
You're the greatest champion in UFC history.
That's right, man. Doesn't have to be over.
I think that's a great message, especially, tying into mental health as well. But if you look at John Jones, his journey, he's talking about messing up in the public eye in a big way, had a lot of legal trouble, but he overcame so much to be where he was at, and the success he's had. He's one person I really have a soft spot for in the UFC realm. But this is why I've been saying, I don't want to give up, even though there's times where I want to. I don't want to give up on my journey, because I always wonder, you don't want to be left with a what if. What if I would have stuck with it? Because you don't know if it's going to end up for the good if you give up. So I really like that message, and it just, speaking on John Jones' journey, and to see where he's at now, it's a story that not only motivates you but makes you proud of someone. And I hope I could be that for somebody one day, building up this platform. Somebody to look at me and be like, wow, she had a tough journey, but look at all she overcome and where she's at now. I would love to be that to somebody. That was beautiful, yeah. John Jones, if you guys are not familiar with John Jones in UFC, y'all check him out. He also had a brother who played in the NFL. I can't remember which teams his brother played for, but his brother did play in the NFL. And I think at the time, that was when John Jones was going through all the legal trouble. So it's quite fascinating, his story. But it should be, hopefully, a motivational encouragement to everyone. But that's going to be it for this live, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. All the squabbles, the motivational videos. Life wouldn't be so hard if you stop eating so much coleslaw. Stop with the coleslaw hate, okay? There are people who like coleslaw. I hope you see that now. I hope you see there are black people who love coleslaw. Even though the poll says 60% of y'all hate coleslaw, there's that 40%, D-Money, the 40%. Chelsea, check out Dak's new drop. God, can you hear me? Okay, I'll definitely have to check that out. Derek, if you could, send it to me. I don't know if you send it to me in the Discord, but send it to me, which one you're talking about, and I'll check it out. Alright, y'all, that's going to be it. Thank you for sticking around with me. Hold on, I see Postman said something. Let me wait for his comment to pop up here. Coleslaw conversations with Chelsea. Oh man, if you know the background, Postman, if you only knew the background story of how this all started between me and D-Money on coleslaw, it's something else. He tells it a different way though. He tells it a different way. Okay, that's gonna be it. I'll catch y'all in the next live. Sorry, Derek, couldn't go no 6 hours, but I appreciate you for being here. Later, y'all. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I clicked on the wrong one, y'all. We getting out of here. We getting out of here.
Something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me